she's a type that just wants to focus on the very central parts of the Bible and let the Spirit take over and not know what she's following. So I think it's just cool. I think it would be just cool to entertain another guest that get their points of view.
Yeah, I mean, you have a valid point. I mean, you're definitely right. Whenever we come up to these panels, a lot of these people have put in a lot of time and research, and it's kind of insulting to talk to someone who thinks that they're on our level, So, yeah, I'm done.
If that's okay with you, host, I don't want to overstep your bounds.
No, I'm good too. Kelly, thank you for coming up. I'm gonna let you back down into the chat area now.
All right, goodbye.
All right, let's move on. Woo. I can't remember who was here first, Brian or Music. Do you guys remember? Gaslight, do you remember who?
I think Brian was, but I'm not sure. I don't think either of them.
I think Brian was up next. Okay. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Brian, can we get your age and religious affiliation?
Sure. I am 64, and I might have misread your topic, but I'm deconstructing, so I'm about a year into. Unfortunately, I live in the buckle of the Bible Belt just outside of Nashville, so when all your friends are pretty much white Southern Baptists and Confederate flags in every other yard within a mile of you, the only place I get to talk about deconstructing is on TikTok, and that's pretty sad. But yeah,
you calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up.
I just wanted to throw this in there real quick. I'm so sorry, Birdie. Brian, if you don't have
it's
people
coming
that
at
are like-minded around you, send me a message after this. And I actually run a nonprofit that's based off of connecting pagans and atheists. And it's all about community building. We do a lot of potlucks. We go camping a lot. But we do got some people out in the Tennessee area, I believe. But if it's something you're interested in, just let me know.
Sure. Yeah. The hardest part was
my friend.
I have the most incredible wife of 44 years, and she's still very religious. She understands what I'm going through. But yeah, when she finally, that moment I knew was coming, when it happened in the car where she finally realized, you don't believe in God anymore. And I was dreading that moment, because it's like, what's that mean in your marriage? Luckily, she's, it's an issue, but it's not a marriage issue, if that makes sense. It's an issue of we just got to work out, what's that mean now? And like I said, I've been to seminary, I used to preach, I used to be associate pastor. Granted, it's a small church of 200 people here in Fairview, but I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot barge pole because I don't know any of these people. But if you're interested, I have friends that still don't know it, and when the sweet girl that I get my coffee from, she's got a coffee truck here in Fairview. When she found out, it's like, oh God, she had 3 people telling me they're going to pray for me, and I said, that's not what I need. No, that's not what I need. I need people to understand why I'm going through this and what's going on, and you praying for me. I mean, the discussions I'm having, I'm starting to piss them off.
Brian, it's gonna take more guys like you to really be courageous and to just really establish boundaries, because that's all you're doing. Anytime that people tell me that they're gonna be praying for me, and I don't see, I do door-to-door sales for a living, so sometimes I have to eat it. You know what I mean? But there are other times where I'll get into a full-blown debate at somebody's door. You know what I mean? And
oh shit! I'm about to die. To pray for me.
And I was like, okay, well, I'll just go do a satanic ritual money spell so that way you can get the job that you want. You know what I mean? And they're like, oh, no, that's witchcraft. I'm like, okay, but you're doing the same thing to me. You
Where
know?
do I
And
fucking
Here's
go?
what I do. Here's what I learned. It's the only thing. Every encounter I have, I know somehow. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Ryan, I'm sorry. I do need to be abrupt. But I'm looking to have conversations with Christians about the utility of this God, and so that's the direction I want to keep going in tonight. Okay.
All I was going to say, that last 10-second point, I promise I will shut up. I promise. What I try to do when I finally have a discussion with someone and I know I'm going to walk away is try to get them to look at what they're saying from another perspective, from another angle. People, the word salad that Christian uses, it's crazy. I just try to get them to say, shit, no one's told it to me that way. You say the same thing they're saying, but you say it a different way. Like, the girl told me, well, Jesus sacrificed for you. He said, no, he didn't. So what do you mean? No, he didn't. He didn't sacrifice anything. He died on a cross. Well, thousands of people died on that cross. If he really existed, he died on a cross. That's thousands of people died that way. And he didn't sacrifice anything, because when he died, he's not in pain anymore, and he resurrected in 3 days. So what did he sacrifice? He had a 3-day weekend. He didn't sacrifice.
Exactly. Yeah, I was about to try to tell him to stop rambling. I like him though. I did like him, but I tried.
Did you get a follow on him? Because I said it once. I didn't know what else to say to help him understand. I mean, I got to keep going here.
I tried to save him, but I couldn't. I wasn't fast enough.
Oh, Jesus.
Thanks for letting me entertain that for just a second, though.
It's all right. Music.
I don't want to do this.
Music.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. May I have your age, your religious affiliation, please?
Well, I'm 38. Well, in terms of religion, I was baptized. Growing up, my mom, introduced me to the church, and, by going, eventually you see everybody get baptized, and you just think it's the right thing, because, you grew up hearing, supposed to baptize, give your life to Jesus, and the rest is history. But I mean,
Are you a Christian? Hey, are you a Christian?
I'm awakened.
Okay, so are you like spiritual? Do you believe in like any kind of
Spiritual.
Do you?
No,
he said he's awakened. Do you follow Yahweh, Jesus, the Bible?
Hell no. Nope.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we're looking to speak to Christians' music. We're looking to speak to people who follow the.
The thing is, the meme is very deceiving. No one knows what you're talking about.
Well, thank you so much for coming up. We'll keep on fishing, okay? All right. You have a good evening. Okay.
So we have 64.
64, yeah. Go ahead. You're going to do a my break.
As you can see, folks out in the chat, we have 64 people. I'd like to ask that you please continue to like and share. Tap that.
Nope.
Don't let your mouth tell me. I want that energy tell me, baby. I'm an energy freak, baby.
You felt like that when I first came in the room, so I know you felt it.
I did. Yeah, and guess what? I see you retreated when you felt this here, though.
Oh no, my phone. That I didn't.
I know. I know the phone. Okay, I know.
Scrimjet. What the fuck is that?
Mm-hmm. So come on, spit it before you forget it. Divine masculine, divine feminine. What's up? Let's get it.
His old behind.
I love utilizing the Go. Thank you so much for requesting up and the information that you gave, some of it at least. Asira, thank you so much for requesting up. And then I also have another, moderators in the Discord. Oh, holy shit.
So people done went through life. So everything ain't never perfect. It ain't perfect. But it's the sense of how everything started. It started off in thousands. That's why I think it started. I don't know how it got this crazy. We got to get now women like, okay, we can be together. And not just women.
Coming porcelain, coming with some haymakers.
It's like, to me, I feel like the government got in so bad, like it murdered it ended everything. Like it destroyed everything that we built. When we built it, because we was building it. We had Black Wall Street. We was getting there. The thing they don't tell us that people don't even really see is that we got there and it was thrown out. It was instantly gone. So we'll never see that. And that's what we need to see. Because back then, like I said, I'm old. I wish I was in the 1970s and 80s.
Yeah, I got a question too.
Yeah, you put my hand up.
Yeah,
Right.
Let me put my hands up too.
I don't understand on these panels how we're gonna have more discussions like everybody else is talking about while we have it over on the two
like,
fathers. We're always asking these women when it talks about parenting. It's like, why are you? My mom would literally, if he had said, well, what do you? She would say, young man, I'm sorry. My job as a mom is to caution my daughters and caution my sons. What to do? That's men build the children. What to do comes from the father. Proverbs 31, there's 17 scriptures where the woman talks to the son or daughter. She's always saying to look what you look out for, only. She never says, when it comes to building the child, Proverbs 17:6 says the identity, direction, and honor of a child comes from their father. All the scriptures about what they're going to become comes from the father. Our community, really, it just creeps me out on how much we don't know what we're doing, where we don't hand the children over to their father to become something. Becoming something comes from daddy. Being cautious of things often helps with cautiousness. That's the most thing she can do with her son. The father's brain goes from front to back. Mother's brain goes from left to right. They are nurturers. The father can throw a baseball with his son for 10 minutes, or take his daughter to the gas station for 20 minutes.
God damn it.
His brain
Fuck!
going to 5, 10, 20 years from now, he starts talking about life in the future with the child. The way he's designed at default. His default is to parent means to rear. Women don't parent, they plug. They plug you in a daycare. They plug you in a community center.
What the fuck? Because he flying.
They don't know in the scriptures. They'll show women.
How the hell he getting everywhere so
This
fast?
is why we look like we look. They plug. My mother didn't parent us, thank God. I love her. She's incredible. But my grandmothers and great aunts, they didn't do that. The men parented, and they walked in and said, I don't want these boys watching it. I want this. I don't want them watching it on the TV. Well, to this day, none of us have TVs in our bedroom. Because my father said, well, that bedroom is for building a lineage and a legacy. It's not for getting programmed on. Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
Oh, I have TVs in that bedroom. Yes, sir. Go look at the statistics. Yes, sir. We have to do the research. And so my point is, we have these panels for 2 hours asking women, and then like we are dead last out of 18 races.
Hey, unalive.
We're dead. We're unalive last. We're of all the races. Like in 1927 and 1967, we dog walked everybody. And we had gender roles and structure and family. And then Lyndon B. Johnson said, no, we want the women to be in control, and our women revolted. No, you're going to ruin us. We're never going to come back. Martin Luther King met with them, said, great, give them welfare, give them this bill where the men can leave, and they set it up. So now it's like they're having these conversations, asking our women, we're never going to win when we ask them. So what would you, no, I'm not, my wife was like, don't ask me. I wouldn't have picked my husband if I'm a hypergamous, my wife would say. If he wasn't a great leader, I wouldn't have married this. I'm not opening my legs unless he's a great leader. Don't ask me. I picked a great leader to lead me. If you're asking me, that means I chose wrong. So don't ask me. Don't hand me no mic. Hand it to my husband. My brother's wives. They'd be like, so what do you think, sister? What do I think? I think I picked a great leader. He's right here. Ask him. Don't ask me.
So you do you think that you don't think that women are capable of raising a son?
No, not in general. I think no. Well, look at the no. So I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that my mom was not trying to prove that she could raise us. Mommy, don't prove nothing over my life. Please don't do that. I'm grateful that she immediately would look for my father. Just she would we'd be like, Mommy, I said this. Let's talk about when your father get home. Let's talk that through when your father get home. I'm in the finance business. I'm in insurance. I don't even have appointments with any wife by themselves ever. I've been number one in the state. My team has won 300 awards. The number one reason in the BOK community why I keep beating everybody because they keep having appointments separate of the other spouse. I've done trainings all over the country. And I'm like, y'all stupid. Y'all don't value the home. That's why y'all keep losing. I don't do stuff like that's how you make people lose. In business for 27 years, they tell us in my office, hey man, when you get it, the women trainers, when we go in the house, first person you want to go after is the woman. You want to manipulate her, get her crying, and I'm like, I just listen in the meetings and I'm like, I have no regard for the women. It's the women that have the least regard for the women. The women are so vicious that, well, it ain't my problem. I'm just going to get a big house. These women that buy anything. Margaret Sanger says, I have no value for women. All the feminist movement leaders said we can't stand women. I do it out. 89% of workplace complaints, HR complaints, are women complaining about other women. Women are so mean to each other. So I tell my soft wife, they're like, well, let me talk to your wife. Hey, my brothers, cousins, don't none of y'all hyenas get married. I'll kick a hyena in the back of the head before I kick a man in the back of the head. They were terrible.
I got a question.
I do wonder why do I be so mad at like y'all could never. When I say I see women get friends, not friends with like what just happened in that time? What's going on? What somebody was hating, they was hating. What? No, women.
Hold on. You got a question, Song. They said, can a man teach a girl how to be a woman?
Absolutely. Listen, my mother's mother died unalive when she was 13. They had 10 brothers and sisters. And my great aunt is her aunt is 106, her other one's 104. She said, listen, I'm gonna help my brother, which is my grandfather, my mother's father. He unalive recently, almost 100. She said he builds you. We are designed the present. When there's a family vacation, we say, hey, can we turn the phones off? We help everybody to be present. But your father builds you. So the father teaches the girl. I have 3 daughters. Hey, don't do that. Fathers teach on principle. Mothers teach on people. When they come in, I had a long day. Y'all sit down. They start talking about how they feel emotionally. The father's like, what you put your hand on them for? They start immediately teaching on principles by default. We like to believe that, but our group keeps getting stomped by all the other races because we just out of order. We used to not be out of order. Our women used to teach YT women how to sit. Our women used to teach family order. Our women used to teach how to de-escalate an argument at home with the husband. They were masters at femininity. Now we're the ones in all the videos throwing irons at people and can't control themselves. Now we're the ones. What Margaret Sanger said she was going to do to us in a year, and C.C.B. Anthony said they was going to do to us in 100 years. Said, I'm going to make a man out of all of them Negro girls. I'm going to make a man out of them. They would be promiscuous. Now our average woman got more bodies at 23 than 53. They had their science project with our women, and they did it. So no, the women don't raise the daughters. Now they can teach the daughter. My wife is amazing at like helping my daughters with stuff, but our women have hygiene problems. 76% of the child AB cases in our community are done by their own mothers. 70% of unaliving of the babies in our community right now, 2025, are done by their own mothers. 90% of all the homeless ran from the home of their own mothers. This is why Titus 2 says, older women must teach younger women on how to love their children and how we think, well, because I'm a woman, I'm natural. No, you're not. I can have puppies. Don't mean I know how to raise them. I got a piano in my house. Don't mean I know how to play it. Just because you have something doesn't mean you know what you're doing. You got to teach females, or women, whoever, whatever. So y'all get triggered, but you got to teach them how to love their children. This is what God says, so maybe God's an idiot.
I think the big mamas.
You had a question?
The big mamas had everything under lock. To be honest, Big Mama Rose, the man Rose did their thing, but Big Mama was the voice.
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she was.
And then y'all can drop me out of question.
I'm from Mississippi.
You said where
No, I'm asking if you had a question because you've been waiting to ask a question for the
Yeah,
longest.
just real quick, and then I'm gonna drop. I was gonna add that that the generation of men and women have weakened a lot, so much, from what we grew up from and before us. I will, say that I do agree to that, but I don't know. I'm more of a solution-based person, so I look for solutions, not always trying to pick through the problems. We know there's a problem. That's clear. There's enough blame to go around.
Oh, dog. Who even is that?
Let's point in the mirror and not out the window. I say that all the time. And I think that's a great start is with self, and then work your way out, and let it spill over into your life, into the people around you, and so on. And to Liddy about the friendship thing, I have 3 best friends of over 35 years. No fallouts, no breaks, no nothing. Solid. Over 35 years. So it's a lot of I know what you mean, and I've seen it. But yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but it is women out here that do hold friendships like that and for decades or whatever. So I just want to say that, but y'all can drop me and give somebody my space. I'll be in the comments.
All right, Ron.
Okay, babe.
I'm just saying, you see a lot of arguing going on with females. You never seen you can see a brand new female come in the workplace. This female don't like this female, never talk to her, nothing. Guys don't even think like we ain't even caring about you. We're not tripping off of it. We don't, damn, let's move do. Okay. But it be like, she just don't let her be looking like so.
No, their most favorite line, Liddy. Oh, she thinks she all that. She thinks she cute.
But they get them to say,
oh my God.
That don't make sense.
Listen.
It does. Women are designed to survive off of what
I
men
had
do.
14 sisters, okay? I have 13 now. I have 10 brothers. Trust me, I don't need no more female friends. I got enough. I was born with. I don't need none of y'all. I got like 1 and 2 female friends. Everybody else, associate, and I only deal with you if I really have to deal with you. I don't give a shit. I don't like y'all no more than you like me. That's it. Very simple.
I don't like a lot of females either.
No, because you have to understand. You have to understand how these women. Listen, women are the most conniving, vindictive, malicious. You have to understand, you go through so many things with women. Listen,
that's why y'all don't like
women.
the person when they walk in.
Listen, I'm telling you, a woman can pretend to like you forever. She'll be your kid's godmom. She'll be in your wedding. All of these things. The whole time she seriously hates you. Okay, women are conniving, malicious, vindictive, horrible creatures. Yes, and I'm saying it, and I'm a woman.
Fuck!
Okay? I'd rather be surrounded by 100 men before I'm surrounded by 20 women.
For sure.
You'll never see me in a group of 20 women.
So is that
Give a shit.
God, oh my God.
So is that what you are? You're conniving?
I understand.
No, you don't understand what you're
I
saying.
have the capability to be.
She said women.
Capability to be.
She is a woman.
No, listen,
I am a
what she's
woman.
saying.
I am a woman. I see exactly what women do. Ma'am, I have the capability to be. I'm answering you. If you let me answer you, I have the capability
Bruh.
to be. Yes.
Where is he?
So
Does
why
that
aren't
fit you?
conniving?
Aggressive, bro. Why you so aggressive? Like, lack of
That's not
knowledge,
aggressive.
it's not aggressive.
Not aggressive.
Well, it's a little bit aggressive, but I'm just asking.
Oh my God, I'm literally being attacked. Where's my fucking car?
You're gonna come up here and be
I gotta get in my car.
Boo-hoo, sage me and boo-hoo, wah wah. I don't really care, and it's not gonna do any good for conversation, so don't do it. Thank you.
I don't know. They invited me back, so I don't know what I can say. Can I say?
Well, you can talk about you can talk about the topics and not like silly little things.
So if I start talking a certain type of way, like, I can you banned or like that get you kicked, or do I not say anything, or what do I say? Because
I was like, when you get
Are
mad,
you really that?
Bro, Sage, your profile picture hit different, blowed up like that.
I kind of figured that like Luke on his good days.
Disciple, did you get? Bro, that cat is looking into my soul.
Bro, he's out here.
Where that bitch at?
He out here, boy. I got it on my phone. Okay.
That's my spirit animal.
That's where I'm thinking.
Come on, man. You throwing me off.
2 cats, and they're the freaking best. Seriously. I'm in the moment of spending money to make money, brother. So, you're so right, man.
Shit.
The oldest Sage is one of the cats.
All praise be to God. God willing and God blessing. All praise to God.
Oh.
All glory to God. Amen.
Amen.
What's this life? Oh, here we go.
Christianity.
Pretty obvious.
Sage is mad over here, so he's kicking people. He's doing all that.
Bro, you keep getting dropped because you keep talking about people and like keep like postulating on things that are not the topic. I asked you not to do that. Stop doing it. Bro, just settle down. Don't be petty. Don't be a petty little woman. There's no need.
Yeah, so personally, I've made peace with the.
Sorry, I won't be petty. I won't say what.
I'm killing everybody now, bitch. I don't give a fuck.
Is that bad to say too? Sorry.
Dog.
You are so
Alright, I won't say nothing. Alright, go ahead.
Why are you pressed? Stop being sensitive about it. Just chill.
I'm really like chilling, bro. Like I'm trying to educate you. Okay.
I just want to support everybody.
Alright, can we read Exodus 4-5? Or is that or 20 chapter 20 verse 4-5? Or am I wrong?
Okay.
Is that rest people? I'm sorry.
Is that bitch following me? What the fuck?
I'm just worried that right now this isn't gonna be like conductive. This isn't like gonna bring anything to the table. So we'll just take.
We're trying to bear some sort of fruit, right?
Yeah, we'll just take
Good
a
fruit,
little,
hopefully.
take a little break from that.
Okay, the person in the comments, Brenda, I really disagree that Trump is stopping you from knowing God.
Trump's just a little man. He's just another creation. Come on, guys. God's so much bigger than any government.
Hey, Hood. Enough. Oh, go ahead, Ben. Well, I just wanted to get a little more from Hood about what it is that is. What is it that you're working out? Because it sounds like you've gotten past. From what I've heard, it sounds like you've gotten past Pascal's wager, which is that there's something. There is something. So what is it? What is it that you're hanging on right now?
Yeah, so to answer your question, plain and short, Gnosticism. So Gnosis. So in the sense of, it was through Gnosticism I knew, or I came to know that there's really a source where all life comes from. But I can't say it's in context it's a religious being or it's even a being, because as far as I know it's formless, but I stick to as far as science knows and what resonates, but I try not to believe anything. I try to stick to what's known and as generally accepted. So I really try not to believe, so I don't have a belief system as a system. So that's why I said I can't prove nor disprove about this source. I'm far from, I don't even, when I think about what God may be, religious context doesn't even come to my mind, so I'm more curious about the nature of the source. Obviously I could go more into that, but that's not the purpose of this live, to really derail the purpose, but yeah.
Okay, so it almost sounds like you're willing to acknowledge that there is something going on that's formless, but you're only interested in going so far as science has gone. But my hang-up is that, to my knowledge, science hasn't gotten anywhere near something formless that has some kind of authority or power over creation.
I don't have the fucking car.
Where are you?
The fuck?
Where are you on that?
No, I disagree with that because the Big Bang, the Big Bang
Who the hell is that?
there's a source. There's a reason that happened, and the reason has to be a source, but we don't know the nature of it or why or the how or why the reason behind it.
I understand. Okay, so by source, you just mean that we clearly there's something here, but we don't know why.
Yeah. So I can shed more light. So it's what I'm trying to say is there's a constant in life and death.
I don't have the fucking car. Oh my god.
I got a question.
Yeah, bro. So the constant is in life and death is electricity, and in death it's the absence of electricity in the brain. So that's brain dead, clinically dead. In birth,
All right, you gotta come back up.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you're unalive.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, bro? Are you from the Orthodox Church?
I'm Eastern Orthodox, but I do not have room to speak on it.
Oh, I'm curious. I never been to an Orthodox sermon, and I'm kind of curious of one. Just because I don't know what the atmosphere is.
Well, you're gonna have to get used to sense. And a lot of processing. And a lot of standing up.
Yeah, because at the moment, I'm a Christian, but I'm a Seventh-day Adventist. So it's like, I don't know.
You know what? That would be a big upgrade. Honestly.
That would be an upgrade?
It would be an upgrade.
But
You
God
can also go to the. You can also learn about Catholic Mass too.
So why can't there be one denomination though? Why can't there just be one denomination of the Christian faith?
Well, yo, I got a question. Well, all the traditionalists have the three creeds, and one of them is praying for the unity of the church, so we actively pray for this. Human hands desecrate, and unfortunately, this unity hasn't occurred, but we actively pray for it and seek it. And we are working towards it. We are working towards it. Yeah, I would say that Lutheran, especially after Francis talking to the president of the Lutheran Church in 2017, that was pretty big. That was a pretty big step in ecumenical, like.
Solus, isn't that what you would call the one world religion, or yeah?
What do you
the
mean
unification? If the unification happens, isn't that what Christianity calls the prophecy of?
I don't necessarily think that's what that has to prophesize in like a literal sense, but I mean it could be what that means. Sure, right? I don't need to like presuppose. When you think of one world religion, you think of something that everybody, the way it's described, is of something that everybody is almost forced to prescribe to, and it goes in conjunction with the mark of the beast too. So it's a really specific thing to say that it's just for the Christian faith. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it would have to be like if we're talking about like, yeah, it would have to be like an apostasy type sect of Christianity. And I mean the ones that are being ecumenical and reforming right now, like if you talk about like all the mainline churches coming together and forming like one mega prosperity church, that could potentially be what we're talking about. But like traditionalists being ecumenical would probably never lead to that, because we all actually hold doctrines. We hold our doctrines very strongly. Orthodox and Roman Catholics would literally call it a dogma. We don't. I mean, Western Catholics don't go that far on most things. We have a couple things that can be considered as a dogma, but we try to reduce the dogmas to like minimal amount.
I feel like worldwide Catholic might be a church. Well,
they have an argument for it, sure.
They just have so many churches everywhere. It's crazy. I can't sit here and say, oh, the Seventh-day Adventist Church is the number one church, because it's not.
It's perfectly fine to not. We could still, I'd still say that Catholic Mass or Divine Liturgy and Orthodoxy is.
I think traditionalism is what actually matters.
Yeah.
If you're gonna draw a line at all. Well, I think it's traditionalism and
literality too, right? Because it has to do with the Eucharist as well.
Well, yeah.
The teachings of the early church fathers, the very foundation of Christianity.
Yeah,
I'd say well, it all has to do with Jesus, right?
I would say if you're gonna draw lines in the sand, I would say like a proper Eucharist and proper like traditional sacraments are the place that you should draw that line.
So Christianity has to do with like Jesus, right?
I mean, yeah.
Right.
Christianity means in Christus.
Great, cool. And then Jesus was a man, right?
Jesus was
the human
God
nature.
incarnate.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. So Jesus was a man, and part of being a Christian is having the Spirit of God in you. Isn't it kind of gay to have a man in you?
Hey, you know what's really funny? Do you know what it means if I tell you that I'm married to Jesus Christ? Yeah, goodbye. Did he
Yeah, I just got rid of him. That was unacceptable. We don't
Viral. I'd say, and like most things, to really have like a norm, not a norm, but like to go to a casual choice, let's say Catholic Mass or Divine Liturgy from an Orthodox Church would suffice.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say that there's no issue with a Roman Catholic going to Divine Liturgy, but that it's more up to it's weirdly enough, it's the Orthodox that seem to be a little bit more strict about it, and is like asking permission from the priest and like showing up early, making sure it's okay that you're there and all that.
Is that strict? Yeah, Orthodoxy is generally the most guarded in this regard, especially. I mean, I will admit that all traditionalists generally are very guarded about their Eucharist and about their divine liturgy, but I mean, Orthodoxy is easily the most strict about it.
Certainly. Because Orthodox Christians can still receive our Eucharist as Catholics, but we need to obtain permission before we can try to obtain the Eucharist and the Divine Liturgy.
And the Eastern liturgy, yeah.
So, Peyton, Patton, and Sus, I wanted to ask you guys, curiously, so what do you guys really think about Freemasonry? What's your general...
Run. Loaded question. Run away. That's what you need to do. Anything having to do with Freemasonry is actually Luciferian.
Yeah, it's pretty linked to the occult.
What do you understand Luciferianism as? Really?
That shit is a cult. Well, I don't know if I'd say
it's like an understanding to where you can do what you want. Like, there's two different kind of, from what I understand, ideas of it. One is direct
Oh my God.
worship to that wicked one, right? And the other would be, which is essentially the same thing in my opinion, is pretty much the freedom to do what you want and not adhere to any sort of biblical law or order, and hey, it's okay, just do what you want.
Yeah,
this is Luciferian. It's the knowledge of understanding of the Father of understanding and light. This is exactly what Freemasonry teaches, is to basically hail to the Father of understanding and light, which is Lucifer.
No, so I think that's...
A Satanist would take the root of Satan, which is Hasutan, which means the adversary, and they would say that they're adversarial to the concept of God. A Luciferian, on the other hand, would worship quote-unquote Lucifer, even though that's a name that St. Jerome added. Anyways, they would say that they worship the actual, like, evil one that would use him in the Lord's Prayer. That would be the difference. A Satanist is just somebody who's adversarial toward a God concept.
No. So there's theistic Satanists and there's atheistic Satanists.
Yeah, it applies.
I think you're confusing atheistic Satanists for
No, I do recognize that
What
there
the
are
fuck
theistic
happened?
and atheistic. I do recognize this. I did say, and other things like politics amongst.
So Freemasonry is not
Freemasonry, all I'd say to Freemasonry is it's definitely linked to the occult.
So what's your idea of the occult?
Luciferian, bro. The occult.
No, that's not what the occult is.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say that necessarily. I mean,
No. I'm not saying that's the definition for the occult. I'm saying that Freemasonry is Luciferian. And I mean, really, we're talking, I think at this point, it's semantics. Demonic. Yeah, pretty much.
I would
If it ain't praising God, it ain't there.
Yeah, I would say that they have like links to spiritual concepts that are of like an occult nature, based in like occultic practices. It's not like I can't point at specific deities.
So
and be like,
I think religion has really demonized the word occult and its meaning.
Well, no,
So
I'll be direct with you. Christianity is a mystery cult by definition because we partake in a sacrament and we we have a covenant that unlocks mysteries of the universe to us. It's definitionally a mystery cult. Ancient context, cult just means a group of followers who worship. It's not bad. It's only in the modern day that cult is a bad word. Christianity was a cult, 100%.
Yeah, now for the occult, the O for the double C, occult, it's just hidden knowledge.
Yes,
I
agree.
That is all it is. There's no more, no less. And within that hidden knowledge, you have different practices. You have the left hand path and the right hand path. So the Luciferianism you're talking about are the people who consciously decide to practice the left hand path deistically. So that's where you find the actual worshippers of who you call the wicked one. You know, but going back to what I was asking, Freemasonry, that is why you can't even be an atheist to become a member. So the reason is this. So earlier on the panel, you guys were talking about morality and chaos and order. You know, that is where my curiosity really piqued. You know, that's when I requested because we need to understand. So
oh wow, where'd he go?
No, he needs to come back.
Oh, does he? Did he say something?
Yeah, he should be.
Yeah, so tomorrow or today, I'm gonna try to go to Orthodox Church for the first time.
Divine Liturgy is typically Sundays.
Yeah, Sundays are Divine Liturgy.
And Saturdays?
There we go. Here it is.
As far as my church, we don't have anything on Saturdays.
That's more Divine Liturgy on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to, what is it called tomorrow, Chingy?
Divine Liturgy.
Tomorrow? Well, I guess technically today.
No, it would be tomorrow, because it would be Sunday.
Yeah, I'm talking about Saturday.
Are you talking about like going to your catechism stuff? Or like to speak?
This is like, no, we got 2 services at mine. We have one tomorrow, well, tonight.
Is it like is it just like a mass of some kind? I don't know what they're called in Orthodoxy.
Where did he go?
Something other than
Jingy, what's it called when it's not like actual Divine Liturgy, but it's like still a sermon?
There's Orthros, but Orthros is right before Divine Liturgy.
How do you guys feel about Mari Nangi?
What's this? And everyone drop a follow right now. If you want more lives like this, I'm gonna be going live every single day. I got a lot of stuff to promote.
Where the fuck is he at?
Check this out. I got that set for free too.
And it's awesome.
Agree or disagree?
I cannot find him.
Disagree. I feel like men sit with all of them too. But I told you, I don't think it's just women can sit with those just by themselves. No, I think it's men too. Because if you really look at that, Marlo, come on now. You know there's men that sit there and they need validation.
I'm not saying that there are not men that don't fit that bill. I'm not saying that. But I'm talking about a wider scale, all right? We're talking about a small group of men versus a large group of women that carry a lot of those same traits that we just read. Men They carry some of those. I'm not saying that they don't. And some dudes can carry every last one of them. Alright? Let's just get that out the way. But if we're looking at the numbers and how that word narcissist is thrown around, the way that it's thrown around, and it's mainly thrown around by women, saying that it is what those traits are, we know that out of that at least we can take 7 of those traits, and every woman in this country,
Where the fuck?
probably every woman in the world will fit at least 4 of those.
I almost see. Oh.
At least 4 of them. So for a woman to sit and be able to point a finger at a man and call him a narcissist, mainly due to the lack of empathy they have shown. Why is it not okay for me to look at a woman that's had multiple failed relationships and be like, you know what? Could be a narcissist.
Oh, Marlo, you finna get cussed out. You said 3 failed relationships is a lot.
I said multiple. I didn't. It was more than.
No, you remember when we had that talk, when you were trying to explain it to me, you said, I was a narcissist because I had failed relationships, multiple failed relationships, 3 failed relationships.
Fuck.
And again, a failed relationship is a failed relationship. So if you really look at it and you boil it down, you've had multiple of those. So you got the shoe.
3.
You got the shoe on, sis. I'm gonna need you to tie it up.
So that then you're considered a narcissist because you've had multiple failed relationships.
Again, sis, I never disagreed with that. I'm openly telling you that I fit the bill for a lot of this shit. See, that's the thing about me and other people. You see what I'm saying? I can look at self and reflect on self and really look at me and be like, you know what? You might have a fucking point. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people don't see themselves for what they really are. So they got this, imaginary fucking perception of themselves that, they're just perfect because they're them. And that's not what this shit really looks like. If you really break this shit down, you yourself have some narcissistic traits. I have narcissistic traits. I'm sure Westside has some. I'm sure Lux has some. You see what I'm saying? We all have them, but the fact of the matter is it's mainly women out here pointing that narcissistic finger and putting that label on men when they themselves carry the majority of these fucking traits.
Do men put labels on women?
You know what? I was gonna have a live about that. It was gonna be so
Yeah.
I was gonna call one label.
Because I know a lot of men be calling women whores.
I'm gonna have to leave because there's a motor in this. That's not.
All of them terms, labels and everything, all of this shit comes from a woman. Alright?
Help do what, man?
Women have to be. It's like,
Oh shit.
if you're not wearing a certain label, you're not important. You see what I'm saying?
Fuck. I almost ran that fucking pig over. Shit. Did my phone just go dead?
Ain't nowhere else I can put sheet. My cash out. All that. The phone got exact. And I had to go fix it. That was the one called the lick. I fixed it and cell phone. That to make sure I had time on. About 2 hours later, I'm going to ask you. Thanks, y'all. Come on. Then she's going to go downstairs. Let's go. Now, she'll fell out right after. Walking in towards the gate. $5. And then she realized she got back in the crib. Now she's in and out.
Fuck. What the fuck just happened?
Like that, but what you cool, kind of book, that's the nature of mine. Yo, that's not nowhere. Yo, these guys, 9 off 1700. Look, this is the way you know. Y'all let's get stuff around it. Still just looking like mention short. That's the reason right now. Whoa. Thank you. Short. Oh, okay. All that coming over here acting judge. Meeting. That's only reason. Alright. You already know it. Make my play real quick. I'm running out the gate to chop it up. I ain't gonna lie, short she, I'm saying don't go like, a lot of people look at me like that, like, what's this? Oh man, I'm about to cut $85.
Transfer fucking where?
My boy Cairo.
No mother crying.
Shit, I just did dude try to see what took like what short, yeah, you know this, yeah. There's gonna be a misunderstanding around this month. Cairo, man, mellow chill, hot as hell. That's my home, he good. Hello, I need to grow. One can move me. And I'm gone. Cairo, man, please, bro, you good, bro. I'm on that. Don't just take care of your business. Always will. That's crazy. But yeah, I still got that. So what's this whole little situation? I don't know.
Fuck. No! The fuck? Oh my god. Why can't I request the fucking car? Bro, this is...
You know, people from Belize.
Trying to take credit for the stuff we actually.
Yeah, you guys went through a lot here in this country. You guys put it down, and I love my Black African American brothers and sisters. You know, I'm a Mexican American.
Don't say African American.
Black Americans.
I correct you every time, right?
Trump did what?
Apologize. So what is the term that you guys go by? I'm sorry.
Indigenous Americans.
Indigenous Americans. You're through to your garage. You need me to bring you a ride? Indian, right? Like Blackfoot, right? Or other tribes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it.
Not civilized though.
It's coming at you.
Not the cosplayers.
Hey, it's me again. Looks like everything made it back. Great diving, you little sea dog. Okay, bye.
I apologize. And so I do agree with you guys.
So this should be easy. I have Rooster out bringing back some cargo for us. Go meet his plane at Sandy Shores and help him with the delivery.
Yes, I can say yes, but
okay, you passing the pop quiz, bro. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, but I don't think Mexicans are the only natives. I think it's also you guys, right?
No, I just told you we not natives.
Okay,
but I get what you're saying. Indigenous.
What about the natives?
Let's change it to indigenous. Let's change that word to indigenous.
What about the Native Americans?
Native Americans.
Get them. Yeah, you go ahead.
Or what about like the Salvadorians, people from El Salvador, or like
answer that for you.
Ecuador, Panama, right? stuff like that. I'm Mexican American, so I do agree with that, you know, but I don't think that we're the only natives.
That's what I'm saying. All right, this where it get confusing. Then, so the Native Americans that they try to tell us are Native Americans today, are you a part of them as a Mexican man?
I don't think.
No, hold on. Let me finish. Yeah. Because their DNA and everything else connects them to Asia, so they're really Asian descent. So, are you Asian descent? Think about this answer now. Are you connected to the Native Americans?
Possibly related. Related, maybe far distance, if any, maybe a little bit. Maybe.
So you would be Spaniard and Asian?
They're mixed. They're mixed. So this is the problem when it comes to how America has tampered with history and the definitions of words. Because we use natives with Siberians, and we know that
Fuck. How do I get up there?
Right.
And so we also use indigenous to know that is older than the native, even though it's not supposed to be definition-wise. Right? But then you also have the Aboriginals. The Aboriginals were melanated. But the whole point of like both continents, I'm including both continents when I say the Americas, that they all have a history of outbreeding melanin. Except for the Southeast, there's a history of outbreeding melanin. So Mexicans, they are mixed, just like the indigenous are mixed today. They're mixed with Spaniards, they're mixed with Armenians, and they have the natives and the indigenous in them. So they're not the same as Native Americans, but we use the term native because of how America's history and definition.
Right, that native word be screwing them every time.
It's screwing too.
Yeah.
Till we learned that shit, you feel me? That's why I keep trying to tell him, stop intertwining the two words. Indian, indigenous, aboriginal is not the same as native.
Right, they kind of overlap, but you know.
When y'all do it, yeah, but we know it's not the same. That's why I'm trying to ask you the second part of the question. So, you said they are y'all cousins, the Native Americans.
They are, but I heard that we were like separate tribes. And like we went our separate ways, and we became like Mexican. Well, I'm an anchor baby, so I'm a first generation American. I'm Mexican American.
So you're from Mexico.
Right.
I'm in a way.
You gotta do all that. Where are you from Mexico?
My dad and my mom were born there, so yeah, you're pretty much right.
Okay, that's as far back as you went to know where your people came from.
No, I've done research, and my family, like half of my family basically comes from Spain, and half of my and
I said Spaniard and Asian.
Yeah.
Because if your cousins are the Native Americans,
why won't he leave?
The other half of my family.
That makes sense though to me.
The other half of my family are Aztec. I don't know if you guys know what's an Aztec.
Yeah, we do.
Aztec, yeah.
Aztec is not the real name. That's just what American white tea labeled us.
What
it was
would be
actually
the real
called,
name? Yeah.
It's actually Mexica or Aztlan. But for some reason they labeled us Aztec, like my ancestors, right? My mom. If I show you a picture of my mom looks like an Aztec, you know, Mexica. Yes.
Let me see.
Yeah.
I want to see. Is she dark?
Yeah, I'll show you a picture of my mom.
Like an Aztec.
I just want to see, so he can show him the difference.
My father looks like a white tea man from Spain.
That's the Spaniard. I have to say that's the Spaniard side.
And then
Why?
My mom.
I'm saying your mom's gonna have a lot of money.
He's part of the thing, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all gotta stop getting down on people like that, though. Let me see.
I don't know if you can see my mom
I
right there.
That's how we get to the.
I'm trying to clean. You see my mom right there?
Like the original Aztec.
That's not. Whatever.
Your mom does not look like that.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. I know that's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see.
That's why I told him do not say that because I wanted him to just say, hey, why or whatever.
Let him get it off so we get correct. You feel me?
See, that's my sister.
come
She looks
on,
like
bro.
Yeah.
Well, that's real part
But
of
it's
the
like that. They have a history of outbreeding melanin. They have a history of outbreeding
Anybody
melanin.
got some pictures on hand of the real Aztecs? Cause I ain't got mine in my screenshots. I think I only got mine right now. That is not how they look.
Well, you need to clean that shit up.
Hey, I'll pay you. Hey, I'll pay you. I'll pay you.
Clean that shit up, gang.
Hey, I'll pay you.
Shit, this shit dirty.
I'll pay you.
Clean that shit up.
Hey, I'll pay you.
Fuck off TikTok, right?
Hey, I'll pay you. I'll pay you. I'll pay you.
Oh, nigga, we got enough money. We don't need to get paid.
I'll pay you.
That's fucked up, man. You didn't clean up that nasty ass shit.
Right.
Turn on your camera. Let me see your room.
No, my house clean, baby.
Let me see. Turn on your camera. Turn on your camera then. You like to talk. You like to talk. You like to
You
talk.
got your background. It's grease above your head and shit. What's on the
Where?
table? You a whore?
Where?
Look all that shit on the table.
What table? What table?
Like how I do the green screen shit.
Y'all silly.
I don't do that. Hey, I don't do that. Hey, I don't do that.
You in the hotel, nigga?
Nah, this is my crib. This is my crib. This is my crib. This is my house.
That's nasty as hell.
You gotta clean up, bro.
Yeah, especially before you want to come on live and show
That's
your
that
face.
Spaniard shit, I'm telling you.
Man, I'm trying to white people shit.
Hey, I ain't white.
Fuck that Spaniard.
I ain't white.
You
I
need
ain't
to
white.
bunk yourself, bro.
I ain't
You should've
white.
cut that camera on. You cooked yourself when you did that, nigga.
They trying to be nice to your
You ain't no Aztec, nothing.
I ain't white. Hey, I'm an Aztec. I'm an Aztec,
You're an
man.
Aztec warrior.
I'm an Aztec.
I'm an Aztec warrior.
No more lactose. Gracias. I'm Mexican.
I'm an Aztec warrior.
That's
See you
me.
Friday.
Yeah.
That's
That's that
you.
movie. That's me. No more lactose. Gracias.
Yeah, that's you.
No more lactose. Pass the wire. Pass the wire.
Cut the wire.
Pass the wire, bro.
Nigga, bro, you ain't no Aztec. You funny, but you ain't no Aztec. Hey, clean that shit up, though, for real. Clean that shit up.
I am an Aztec. Hey, half Spaniard though.
Based on his color because, like I said, like in that region, in the central and southern regions of the Americas, they have been outbreeding melanin. I have.
You right.
The French guy.
That's why I wanted to see his pictures, because it debunked them. Even
I
his...
have a photo, but I don't know how to do the green screen. Cause somebody teach me here.
Oh, yeah, all right. Look, click your camera, click the green screen, click the picture you want, click save.
Green screen?
I don't see.
All right, click your camera. Click your camera
I
first.
click the camera.
All right, boom. Slide over. All the way to the end, click the little bottom arrow thing, boom. And then go to green screen. You see that shit, twin?
Nope.
Damn. You see the little arrow, right? After you click your camera, right?
I click the arrow. It's saying Brandon is just giving me a thing.
It might be, I might not say green screen, might say some other shit like trending.
It don't even have names to this shit.
Hold on, how many followers? Let me see. Oh, you good with followers? Yeah. Damn, you tripping,
Oh,
twin.
wait, no, I see it.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna say, hold on.
Okay, then what I click?
You click the arrow already?
I click the arrow. I got green screen and multiple.
All right, click on the one with the square and the arrow looking thing.
Check it out, guys.
And then click the picture you want.
Check it out, guys.
All right, you got some money. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I ain't gonna call you broke.
Yeah, you can't
You
call
still
me
need to
that.
clean that shit up, though.
Nah, I know. I'm not gonna lie
That's
to you.
why you trying to pay a nigga to clean up. You got some bread. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. But I've been depressed, you know. I've been going through some shit.
All right, that's fair enough to
You know?
say. I get
I've
it.
been depressed.
But you got jokes. I'm gonna get your ass back around. I'm gonna get you back, sis. Hell yeah. I like it. I like to laugh.
Like they could, if they don't, if they're not intellectual, it'll go over their head. I love jokes like that, Joe. Those jokes for me.
You know, some shit goes over my head sometimes.
Fuck.
You know, cause I told people
No!
I told her my grandma had dementia, so I feel sorry for y'all. I told my husband I feel sorry for him. It's already bad to live in a house where somebody's got bipolar. But I take my medication, so I'm good. I don't take mine. And I'm going through medical. Good. Keep it.
Dude, I keep fucking trying to grab my feet, and I don't got feet.
What, man? Yo, I got a question. This might sound so, and but like, when you get weighed, right?
When I get weighed?
No, I just don't know. I'm being serious. Like, how do you check your weight? As somebody with that,
they leave me on a special bed.
Yeah, they weigh him
I genuinely don't know.
Where is the fucking car at, man?
So how you lift?
Damn.
No, it's like a genuine question because I mean there are.
No, you're good. I promise you, there's nothing you can say that would offend me about my legs that I've not already said about them.
Thank you. So wait, is it like? Does it look like?
What's up, pepper?
Like a normal hospital bed, or does it look like a little?
Kind of, a little bit. It's just a little.
You're welcome. So you're saying you're leaving the conversation?
Oh shit.
No, ma'am. I'm just not going to say anymore because I want other people. I know you want other people to talk. So
Oh
would
shit.
you respond to someone else? Oh yes, ma'am. I will. Oh, okay. So I want to say this, right? Everybody I got you, Divinity, and then I have to go down to Porch Talk and Step. I'm sorry, you guys, but I do want to say this. Everybody has different missions. I hear about the children, and it seems like can you mute, please? Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. I hear about the children or whatever, but I'm saying I hear let's teach the children, but then we have all these degenerates running around here that's really causing the problem, right? They're causing the problem. They're problems. And I understand that some people may think, oh, let's just start with the children because the men, we can't do anything with them. I don't have that mindset. We don't share the same opinions on that. I have seen men reform. I have seen reformed men. I have seen reformed men through therapy and
Fuck, man, damn.
I've seen it, I've watched it, I've experienced it, and I've even also taken part in it. And I've seen it countless amounts of times. So I don't share the same opinion. Though I think it is a very
Can I drive it?
important,
Fuck, man.
that we get the children and teach them
Ugh.
in the way that they must go. Right? I agree. We do. However, there are some of us that are built to help men. Now, when we leave these conversations, hey, look, I'm not here for myself. I'm here for whomever can listen. And whatever they take from this conversation could be a part of them being reformed. If they take nothing, then nothing happens.
You lie?
But that's not my job. My
About
job
what
is to
white
put
man
it out there,
says
plant
about
the
this
seed,
month.
and someone else comes to water it, or either I'm the waterer.
They follow God, but it's like they don't live for God, right? So you can follow God, you can believe.
Wait, what does this have to do with the worlds that we were establishing? Which world would you pick?
Nah, but listen. I would.
Nope. Wait, answer the question.
And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna answer the question, but it's like I'm gonna think of it as we had it like it was supposed to be like that. We weren't supposed to, live the way we were.
Yeah, but we fell, right? Adam and Eve, the fall, sin, right? All that stuff.
But it's not. It's like.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean, I think.
Okay, then the question is now,
and it will happen.
Yes or no?
Happen eventually.
Here's a yes or no question for you. Can God fail?
God cannot fail. That was not a failure. God knew that would
Okay,
happen.
now second question. So this is another yes or no question. Right. Yes or no question. When God made those two beings, right? Was his goal to create two creatures that freely chose to do the good?
No.
He created us in his mirror image, right?
Listen to what he said yesterday. What did he say? Listen.
But why do you keep calling God a he?
The two creatures that freely chose to do the good, yes or no? I don't know.
To freely choose, you know,
To do
I
the
think
good.
he made
To
two
do the
beings.
good.
Yeah, and I feel like he made two beings to freely choose what's right and what's wrong.
Okay. Did those beings freely choose the good?
Well, and no, they didn't. And okay, so he's talking this now, but y'all is keeping it. I can tell you keeping a closed mind about it.
No, we're not. We're just trying to get you focused.
Asking these questions, you gotta close mind about it.
You said he can't fail, right? So what does it mean to fail other than a goal not be attained, right?
But that's not. I don't think that was the true goal that God had. I mean,
That's right.
look at how many.
Why did you say
people
it
on earth
was?
right now? I think.
What did you say it was?
I think the goal God had.
Look, you said
Was
that's
to
not
make
the goal
us-
that God had. But when I asked you if that was his goal, you said yes. Why'd you say that?
I think his goal was. Like I said, he made two beings. He put them on the earth, right? And he gave them that free will to choose whether to, you know.
That's covered. We
Not
covered
be
that.
tempted,
Freely
like,
choose
yo.
to do the good. Freely.
Okay, but you're not letting me finish. You know, it's like it's not gonna get
You're
anywhere.
saying things as if I haven't already addressed them in my question.
But you haven't heard it. You feel me? You haven't heard.
I haven't heard it from you. Yeah, that's true.
So I'm gonna put it in a different perspective because, you know, I know you guys probably talked to a bunch of people. Y'all probably heard it from a bunch of people, but
Once or twice.
the way the world was is what God. He had it all planned out. He has everything planned out. He sees
Okay,
everything.
so it was his plan for Adam and Eve to choose evil.
It wasn't his plan, but you know,
Wait,
deception.
Wait, was it his plan or was it?
No, listen. I'm gonna explain it. This is how I'm gonna explain it to y'all, right?
Well, but use the same words. But you keep changing it every single time. You say, "Yeah, it was his plan." No, it wasn't his plan. Wait, yeah, it was his
Yo,
plan.
it's not getting changed, right? His plan was to put us on this earth, right? In mirror image of him.
Uh-huh.
Now, obviously,
Wait, how does a mirror image of him choose evil?
think about it though.
I am.
Did this like you know how? Listen, have you ever felt like temptation?
Right.
No.
You've never felt temptation.
No.
Because you're far from God. You don't know, like you can find
You say the
that.
closer I get to God, the more temptation I feel.
Look,
Yeah.
you have no reason to feel guilt or temptation. Of course, you're not gonna feel it. But when Adam and Eve were brought into this earth, right?
Did his son feel it?
No, listen.
He was making a good point, y'all. Better listen out.
What part of it is a good point?
When Adam and Eve were brought into the earth, right? It wasn't just God, you know. Lucifer, the devil, you know, he was an angel at one point too, right? But he got cast.
Who made that guy?
Who let that thing in?
And it's like,
That guy.
Who left the gate open?
You guys know the history of Satan? Like, do you guys know anything about him?
Are there air quotes around that
What do
word
you
history?
What do you know about him? What do you know about him?
If you knew the history of Satan.
Lucifer was the top dog angel, and he fell in pride.
Okay.
And he took a third of the angels, and they all fought the celestial battle and were thrown down to heaven. And then some of them had sexual relations with women on earth, created the Nephilim.
Okay. So Satan had.
Is that the history that you're talking about?
Yeah, I think so.
So what was Satan's punishment?
To be clear,
What was Satan? Well, apparently he was given dominion over the earth.
Okay. So wouldn't that make sense? You asked why, why were Adam and Eve tempted? If Jesus reigns in heaven. Satan lives on this earth.
So was it God's plan that Satan would rebel?
No, it wasn't actually like.
Okay, so God failed with respect to his plan.
yo, it's like,
look, you have one person tempting them for the good. You have one person tempting them for the bad. Why did Why did the underdog win?
Think about it. You guys said y'all don't feel temptation like that, right? Y'all don't feel tempted with anything.
Joking. It was a dumb question. He was joking.
So y'all do feel temptation.
Yeah, of course. Like what is?
And do you?
Yeah, sometimes I'm tempted to do good things.
No, listen now. Have you ever failed to fight that temptation?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, you've never. I'm very grateful for you. That means you're a Christian person, right?
Of course.
I know I've fallen for temptation multiple times, and it's like when something's telling you that and something's deceiving you in a different way, like the devil was able to do to Eve, I would understand why it was easy to fall to temptation. You know, the devil doesn't care about who we are.
So
right?
why did God blame the victim?
Look, it's more of like God set the rule, right? He set what needed to be done.
He
And
could have
it's the
picked
same
any
as it would be
rule.
now, right? If
He
you
could have
don't
picked
believe
any
his
rule.
word, no, it's
He
the
picked
same
this
thing as it
rule.
would be now.
He said
You
to
say
the
God is my Lord and Savior, right?
he said
Fuck.
to the 2-year-old Eve, or however old she was, 3 days old, I don't know how old she was, said, hey, I'm gonna put you up against this celestial demon who knows all this stuff, and he's like the master of deception. And if you fall for it, you're gonna all of your progeny are gonna suffer for it. You're gonna have birth pains, disease, and death are gonna enter into the world.
Yeah.
But I'm not even gonna tell you all of that. I'm just gonna make a really good-looking piece of fruit and tell you not to eat it. This is the dumbest story.
No, listen.
Also,
it's like,
wait. I have one question. What did they gain when they ate the fruit? What was it that they gained?
they gain being able to see good and evil.
Before
what
they
they gain
couldn't
from
see
it.
it, right? Before they couldn't see good and evil.
No, because they were the first ones to walk the earth.
Okay, so literally, like I can't think of a dumber thing to blame someone over.
If they couldn't see them and evil, or good and evil, how can you blame them for doing
But they weren't punished for it, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all of us were.
No. They were punished for it, right? But
Wait, she said they weren't punished for it.
No,
Y'all need to work it out.
It's like,
Have a little religious battle
like,
and figure out what happens.
that's not right. That's not what my religious belief is. I don't want to. It's not like a battle. This isn't supposed to be a battle with anything. I'm not.
For their community, one race.
See where your girl left you. I'm just kidding, man. I don't really want people to have a religious war. I don't
think
Wait,
of you guys.
do you blame an infant for touching a stove?
But it's definitely different.
The answer to do you blame an infant for touching a stove is it's definitely different. Yes or no is the answer.
There's a difference though, right?
No, there's
not
a
like-
difference. Infants aren't made from ribs.
Yeah,
okay?
that's right. God could have explained to Eve what would happen. You can't explain what's going to happen to an infant. You're right. It's worse in the case of Eve.
Think of this though. God gives us all food.
Contemplate this. Contemplate this.
No. Just listen. Just listen. We all have free will, right?
No.
Debatable.
No. We definitely do.
I don't know what you mean by free will.
So say this, right?
I don't know what you
If
mean.
we got free will the same way that those two did,
Spiritually we have free will, right?
What is free will? What do you mean by that?
So spiritually, free will is, we're not forced to believe in what we have to. We're not forced to do certain things, right? But by law we are, right? So there's certain laws on the planet that, you gotta obey. But that's just that's a society type of thing. That's not even spiritual. So when it comes to free will spiritually, we have all these options, right? God gives us the options of, not believing. I know you guys don't believe.
All right, Zach, run the Frankfurt case. Go.
Well, so you guys tried to compare Adam and Eve. You said oh, how would they know any better? An
Yeah,
infant.
they didn't know good and evil.
Well, Jesus or God gave them a clear command. He said, "Do not eat. Do
Yeah,
not."
but they didn't know if it was good to do what God says or bad to do what God says.
Well,
exactly.
If your Creator that placed you on this earth and you're the first people on this earth, and your Creator tells you, "Do not do this. Bad things will happen."
Yeah. Do you know the difference between good and bad?
I do.
No, not you. I mean, in the hypothetical.
I mean, yeah. If
Wait, how do you know it? You haven't eaten from the fruit yet.
He told them that though.
Yeah, but don't you get it? They don't know the difference between good and evil. They don't know if it's good to do what God says or bad to do what God says. They don't even know what consequences are, or if they're good or if they're bad. They don't have any concept of good or bad. They are amoral creatures.
I mean, what do you expect from a bowl of dirt and a rib, you know?
Real.
Alright. So listen, have y'all ever read the Bible?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm reading it right now.
I'm in chapter 4.
Yes.
And what do you think of the Bible? What is your opinion on the Bible?
I think it's just like every other religious text that people make up over many, many years to teach themselves stories about where they came from and what the purpose of life is and what happens after you die. And there's moral lessons and there's a bit of history thrown in there. It's like every other religious book. It's just something people do.
So, what do you think happens, right? What do you think? Like, you guys never really like.
It's irrelevant, bro.
It's irrelevant.
Yes, but
We're just here.
I think when you die, you come back as a unicorn.
So you think it's like reincarnation?
No, dude, I'm fucking kidding. Good morning, everyone. I have no idea what happens after you die. It's probably like just before you were born.
Probably like just before you were born. But
well, not just before, like, that was like 9 months before you. Yeah.
How do you think we got here?
Well, when a mommy and daddy love each other very much.
How do you think this earth came to be?
How do I think?
How do you think this earth came to be?
Oh, I think there was So I don't think nothingness is coherent. I don't think it's a possible state of affairs. So I think something existing is necessarily the case. And so there's something I call the spontaneous symmetry breaking that happens. And then the post-instantiation closure principle prevents any subsequent new brute contingent facts from obtaining. That's what I think happens.
Any of that.
Me too, bro.
Well, that's actually one of the frustrating parts of these talks is like we put in so much to like understand you guys' stuff, and we're asking questions, and when we get it wrong, we clarify our objections, right? And then
I don't think that is.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, your turn. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, and I mean, I just don't think.
He's kidding. He was saying that you were interrupting him.
I genuinely would like you to explain how you think that like Earth came to be, because I didn't understand your theory.
I believe,
you could explain that further.
I believe that the universe is past eternal.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I believe that the universe is past eternal.
Is past what?
Eternal.
Eternal.
It's always been here. There's never been a state of nothing.
Okay, so you don't. So someone just snapped their fingers and then.
Someone? No.
Someone. No.
Then what? Nothing.
Yeah, let's imagine,
it's
Nicole,
always
let's imagine there's a time.
But
Let's imagine there's a time.
You know how you can easily grasp the idea that God has always been? You know how that's like trivially easy for you?
Because that makes more sense.
Okay, instead of it being an agent with a mind that has always existed, it's some state of affairs.
Some state of affairs
has always been the case.
So if you throw like flour, eggs, and milk in the air, you can make a cake.
Wait, if a tornado goes through a scrapyard, is it going to hold it by like 747?
Mixes it all together, right, to make the cake.
Holy shit.
Cakes are products
Just
of
in a similar way, you need a creator to make water.
Look, do you think that in the universe there were any cakes around before there were people?
It was a metaphor, hon.
Yeah, I get it. Mine was an analogy.
Look, y'all coming at all this the wrong way.
Wait, touch it. Please.
Look, it's like, I came in here, right? I came in here to, talk, right? But y'all's not really listening. Y'all's not really, like, trying to...
We know what you're gonna say.
you know, you're interrupting me, talking about me interrupting you, and it's not gonna get anywhere. If y'all really wanna like have a like conversation about this, right? Y'all would listen. I'm listening to y'all. I've been listening to y'all, and I'm respecting what y'all are saying.
Okay, what have we been saying?
But you still interrupting me, man.
What have we been saying?
No. Just let me talk, right? It's like we all human. Let's respect let's respect each other. Like,
Wait, I'm not human. You made a claim that you've been listening to us. Is that true?
No, I've heard what you guys think, you know?
Yeah, but did you
What
listen?
are they saying?
I've heard a lot of like different things, you know, like different ways you guys are looking at it compared to how I would look at it. Right?
Please
Okay,
not
look.
answer the question.
Let's
Hey, this is why your
ask
girl
a
left
specific
you, man.
question. Let me ask you this.
You didn't listen to her.
We
Why am I
we made an objection, right? We made an objection about something that pertains to
No, but
private
listen,
reasons.
y'all coming our expert.
Holy shit, bro.
Y'all coming at me like passively aggressive, you know, and now you saying like, hurtful things to me, right?
You said it.
No, but
Oh, go ahead. All right, sorry.
yeah,
No,
we made an objection.
I'm respecting you guys. I'm respecting y'all's opinion on this.
Type, you're interrupting me, okay? I love you, but I love you. Now,
Dude, you haven't let me talk this whole time because y'all have a closed mind about it. I came in here talking about let's have an open mind, let's have a genuine conversation, right? Cause
What do you
I'm
want us to
not
have
here.
an opinion about?
Okay,
Go ahead.
you're still interrupting me, man. We're
I'm
not
just
gonna.
telling. I'm saying, get off the meta. Tell us what you want to say.
I'm gonna if you let me talk, I will tell you. You know.
Yeah, I'm saying, go ahead.
I think
I'm not gonna
nobody's
interrupt you
gonna
anymore.
interrupt you. Yeah, nobody's gonna interrupt you. Go ahead.
Okay, but listen. You know, we have two different perspectives.
Zach, don't interrupt him, okay?
You know, it's like
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make sure that
it's funny.
Sorry.
It's funny to y'all, right? It's a joke to y'all, but
no, it's not. I think this is the most serious question that humanity has.
I think y'all got a closed mind about it. Y'all gotta open up. If y'all wanna like genuinely realize, you gotta open your mind up. You can't just.
Okay, our minds are open.
Now, my question. Wait, type shit. Now that you said your piece, okay. My question is, do you remember the two buttons that we were talking about?
Yeah.
Alright, what were they?
Living like a life where there's, you know, I'd say like sin, and then like a life where it would be completely perfect. Everybody would get along.
But in the second one, there would be no free will, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, world A, free will, but abuse happens, war happens. And then world B, robots that always do the good. Which world is better?
But think about it.
Please answer his question directly.
Okay, no, but listen. This is how y'all.
You gotta be open-minded, man.
You're gonna
Be
be like,
open-minded to answering a yes or no question.
No. It's gonna be like, I'm gonna answer your question. You're gonna be like, yeah, exactly. That's what I thought, right? Y'all are not trying to listen and
Can you
understand.
answer and then
that's
explain?
not-
Can you answer and then explain?
Okay, yeah.
Wait, touch it. Try me.
Okay, I'll try you for sure. And it's like, you gotta think, right? Everything is added up. The way God has said that it would add up, right?
Then elaborate.
Okay. In my opinion, would I rather live in a world where there's free will, war, and stuff like that, right? Or a life where I'm a robot? I'm gonna choose a life with free will because I know that's what God intended, right? That's how He has it.
Yeah, but God could have intended a robot world, right?
But that's not what happened. That's not.
Yeah, but
if that's what He intended, that's what would have happened.
So but if God had intended that, then that's what you would want?
I believe in like this, right? I believe
Can't
that.
answer questions.
I believe I can't answer questions.
No, I'm answering the question.
You're not answering his question. You're not answering his question. You're not answering his question.
No, I'm answering this question, but
What was his question?
It's like it was if I think that was the life I would want, right? But if God wanted the other life, I would want that life. And yes, that is exactly what I would say I would want, because God has planned for all of us, right? That's God's plan for all of us. We all matter to something. There's always a reason we're here. Y'all aren't just here just to be here. That's not how life works.
So if God's plan was just to create a world of like infinite suffering and no redemption, that's what you would want?
But that's not how it is. I can't answer that question because that's not how it is.
Wait, you answered the other question and it was the same kind of question.
No, and that's like, but like I was putting it in like a perspective of how I would look at it. But now, I'm telling you, like, that's not how it is. That's not how it is. So,
So you're saying you want whatever God's plan is, right? You want whatever God's plan is, right?
I think God's plan is already in motion for me, right? He showed me.
And you want it. You want God's plan.
I believe everybody should want God's plan.
Okay, so part of God's plan was that the Shmolocauste happened.
Think about it. God talked about the Holocaust, right? He talked about people turning against his kind, right? Because God's plan. That's who he was.
You think they were singing it at Belsenbergen?
No, but yo, see, y'all are making a joke out of it. Y'all not trying to be serious.
No, we're taking it seriously. You're making a joke out of it.
I'm making a joke out of it, man.
You're saying
by saying that God is skipping and whistling while it happens because it's all part. It's going fine and dandy.
No, and that's not. That's
plan
not.
is executing.
Are all them niggas by my fucking car?
Okay.
What the fuck is going on?
Just chill. Just listen, man.
I'm super chill, man.
I'm not like, I believe in what I believe in, y'all believe in what you believe in, and the way I'm trying to put it, y'all just not trying to listen.
Very inspirational, very good quote.
What am I not listening to? I feel like I understand your view.
No, what I'm saying is, you're listening, right? But you're interrupting me. So it's not registering what I'm saying. What I'm saying isn't registering.
When I interrupt, it's to validate that I'm understanding what you're saying, because some of it is a little disturbing.
That's not how it should be, I feel like I came in here with all the respect I could give y'all. I'm respecting y'all. I'm just asking for that respect back, because, obviously we have different beliefs, but we all still human, right? I'm not a human.
I'm not a human.
Then what are you?
You can't say that. This guy will believe you.
I'm not authorized to say.
Okay. So it's a joke.
Please. I have a secret that we've been keeping from you about this button situation.
You keep going back to that because it's the only point you can make. That's the only point.
No, there's a secret. There's a secret.
What is it?
Yeah. You can choose between A, free will and war and abuse, and B, robots who always do the good. But what God can do, God can put his fingers on the side of each of those buttons and push them together. And he can make a new button where people have free will but always choose the good. What explains why he didn't do that?
Then where would the faith for God come in?
What does that have to do with anything? People can still choose.
Contradicted yourself.
Right? They're just freely choosing to do the good.
Then that's not free will.
Wait, why is it not free will?
You just said that God would adjust the button to where they always pick the good, then that's not free will.
No, but they freely choose the good.
They'd freely choose the good.
Yeah.
How are they, but then you don't have a choice between right and
wait. Do you think God has free will?
I don't know what God has.
You don't think God has free will? You don't think God can choose to create or not create?
Yeah, God can do whatever he wants.
That God doesn't even have a mind, let alone free will.
God can do whatever he wants, right?
Yeah.
Well, how is that not free will?
Okay, God has free will.
God's like
God can do evil.
God isn't human.
Anything that God, it has nothing to do with being human. It has to do with being an agent with free will.
Okay, but think about it.
Wait, hold on.
We're talking about
think about it is not an argument.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, but you're not letting me talk
Before we go on,
first.
hold on. I'm so sorry. God has free will. Does he always do the good? Yes or
no?
No. He does it?
Listen, before I'm finna answer y'all's question, right? I just want y'all to hear this. Y'all coming at it like God is just like us. Y'all say that.
Stop that shit, bro. Does God always do the good?
Of course, God has intentions.
God has free will. Okay, God has free will.
God always does the good. Okay, right?
But God, it's not that God is like us. So there is no free.
It doesn't matter if he's like us or not. Okay. God has free will, and okay, stop, bro. God always has free will, and God always does good. That means it's possible for someone to have free will and always do the good, right?
No, of course not, because they're not.
So God doesn't have free will and always does the good?
He's getting hung up because you said person. There's one God, right? There's one
Okay,
God.
is it possible for someone to always do the good and have free will? Yes or no?
No, because we live in.
So God doesn't have free will and always does the good, right?
Listen.
Yes
God
or no, bro? No.
Listen, no. God walked the earth.
No, stop, bro. Stop, for real. Does God always have free will and always does the good?
God walked the earth when there was no sin.
Okay, can you answer my question? Does God always do the good and have free will? I'm serious.
Yes, the answer is yes. It's easy. There's no free will for God. It's God. He walked the earth when there wasn't sin.
Have free will. So
God is a mechanism.
Oh, God's a robot. What you're saying, bro? God doesn't have free will?
What I'm trying to say.
No, stop. Does God have free will?
No, because he's not human. He's not human. God himself is not human.
Free will has nothing to do with your biology.
God does have free will, but unlike us, he always chooses good. Us humans have free will to choose between good or evil.
Yeah, and who decided that?
God decided that for us.
Right.
He decided that with his free will or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, my point is
because
that
again, if he made us all, if he was like, you know what, I'm gonna, he used his free will to give us the ability to choose between good and evil.
Let me illustrate this.
I'm not finished making my point. Because otherwise, if God was just like, okay, I have free will to always choose good, and you guys have free will to always do good, then what would be the point?
Zero coins.
I can tell you.
Happiness.
Yeah. Everyone would always do the good.
Worshiping God. Everyone who's born goes to heaven.
Everything would be good always. That would be what the point is.
There wouldn't be infinite torture.
Okay, that's number 37, Bree.
I still don't understand the dispensation if we're supposed to follow the commandments of God regardless.
But I thought we just talked about this. Like we don't
No,
follow the
you're
commandments.
making an interpretation of something.
Like have you ever swore God's name? Ever?
Swore God's name?
Like swore his name in vain?
I mean, doesn't everybody do that at some point in their lives?
No, in the Old Testament that was punishable by you'd basically be stoned to unalived.
There could be a moment of weakness, and we have the luxury of grace that we can use to resolve that. It doesn't mean that we've never done it before, but it's still wrong.
Well, all right. Let me just say this because I'm not really trying to get into a debate. So let me just try to finish this off without taking even 1 minute. So, I've been in my deathbed a couple times. So I've actually I won't get into the crazy times, but this one time where it isn't even the craziest time, but this one time I was detoxing and I really thought I was it. Right? I was like, man, this is it. I'm done for, right? And I was living in such a sinful nature or whatever that I knew at the time that where I was gonna go, and I knew I was gonna go to the bad spot. And so, anyways, that's when I literally started researching, and the first thing that popped up is that there's a verse in the Bible that says salvation is a gift. It's a gift. Do you know what's a gift? If I give you a gift, can I take it back?
Yeah.
No, you can't. Otherwise, it's not a gift.
So you're always saved, is what you were saying?
So it's in the Bible. Yes, it says you're sealed
always
forever.
saved. So if you were
you're sealed like.
Well, if you were given salvation today, right? But then 20 minutes later, you decide to unalive 100 people. Are you still saved?
That is not true. You are not shielded forever. If you stop praying,
I've never heard of
a scenario like that. I mean, because it's usually the other way around. What was that one guy? Jeffrey Dahmer?
Hold on, guys. Give me a second. So, let me ask you a question. So, let's say I sin, right? And I don't repent, and then like the next day I unalive, and I like where do you think I'm going?
So, I mean, I don't really think you're saved at all. Then, you know, that's in the first place. That would be my argument point, though.
No, you just said if you were to get salvation, but then unalive a bunch of people, you'd still be saved. But then you're saying
that's a what if question.
That's just special pleading.
What? Well, let me tell you this. You know, I don't believe. I believe that if you choose to go and live a sinful life, and you know, and you're already saved, like God can bring you home, bro. He can bring you home early. Boom, you know, he did that to a guy in the Bible. Actually, he did that to a Christian in the Bible. This one dude, we'll go to the Bible verse if you want. This one dude was sleeping with his stepmom. He was sleeping with his father's wife, and he was a Christian. He was saved. And you know what the Bible verse says? It says basically let his body, you know, let his body be delivered onto the devil, so that his spirit can go up to heaven, you know, with God. So that's basically what happened, bro. He was a Christian and he was saved, and you know, God just brought him home early, you know. That's what happened.
You still need to. I don't even know what you're talking about, really, but you still need to mention. You still need to like reconcile with the fact that you just committed like a special plea.
Where is this motherfucker?
Wait, but do you recognize though that, what do you call it? Dude, like us as human beings, like we're almost like a hybrid creature. Like we're born with sin. Like sin is in our body, bro. You realize that, and no matter how much we fight it, like it doesn't change the fact of who you are, you know.
Where is the acid truck?
Yeah, do you believe we have free will, sir? No one can ever be perfect. That's why Jesus came. Jesus came for the broken. There is not one that can be.
Okay, so if you're always saved, how are you imperfect?
I don't understand that question. If you're always saved, how are you unperfect?
Like this, for an example, right? So if we don't have to repent, so therefore we don't have sin.
If you don't have to repent, you don't have sins. If you don't have sins, you're perfect. You're literally Jesus at that point. How are you? How are you not perfect?
Well, you know what repenting means to me. Repenting means you have a change of mind, right? You have a change of mind. And that's when you go to Christ, and that's how you got saved in the first place. So there is repentance.
I have a question for you. You're familiar with Judas, right? You're familiar with Judas?
Yes.
Okay, so Judas betrayed Jesus Christ, and then he unalived himself. And what Jesus said about him was that it would have been better had he never been born. And Peter, in contrast, who also betrayed him, came to him and essentially confessed 3 times, and he was redeemed. So if it was better that Judas had never been born, that would indicate that Judas knew who Jesus Christ was, right? He knew who Jesus was. And Jesus said that it would have been better if he had never been born. That would indicate that you can lose your salvation, right?
I don't know, man. I mean, Jesus did speak in many parables, you know, because
I mean, he said it would be better if he had never been born,
right? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I mean, what did Jesus mean when he was told?
It seems pretty clear that
when Jesus told the disciples that knock this temple down and I'll rebuild it in 3 days,
and he did.
Yeah, but he wasn't talking about the actual temple. He was talking about his body, you know. So
right, and he did it.
I don't know what, you know. I'm allowed to not know, right? I'm allowed to not know and to go research and come back. I mean, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I'm not trying to.
No, I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying that.
It seems
And by the way, I just recently found out about, I'm not even playing with you, I just recently found out about Peter, and man, talk about, you guys know how as human beings, sometimes we go through some embarrassing, cringy stuff. Man, talk about Peter, man, like what he went through, like after Jesus had passed away. It's crazy because he was so embarrassed, and he would deny, he didn't want to be associated with Jesus or anything like that, And the crazy thing, like for the longest time, I always confused Judas and Peter, but no, Peter has a happy ending at the end of the story.
And the reason for that is because Judas did not allow for forgiveness to take control. So he rejected forgiveness. He rejected God's grace. That's what I'm saying. So it's pretty explicit that Judas, it was better that he would never have been born, because there's only one thing worse than never being born, and that's hell.
Yes, brother, that's true. That's that's one of the many mysteries. It's like we're eternal creatures. No matter what, like we are eternal forever. Like everybody is. Like I can't say about like animals and creatures, but like the angels are, and we are. As human beings, and that's the thing, though. That's the thing. We're like in the middle of this war, and so many questions, but
there is something to the idea that you can lose your salvation, because Judas certainly did, because it was better had he never been born, out of the words of our Lord.
Okay, let me ask you this. Well, actually, not. I don't want to, because then you're gonna think I'm changing the topic. I was gonna ask you about the thieves on the cross, next to Jesus.
Well, I'd love to hear it, because there's a lot of symmetry there.
Yeah. So, what's your take? I mean, what's your take on
Sword.
obviously?
I want to interject real quick before you get going. We're not here to bash you. We're trying to teach you. That is all. So if we're coming across judgmental, my apologies for that, but we really honestly want to help you. That's all.
Same.
Okay,
sorry. I'm a little aggressive.
No, it's fine. I mean, I'm just respectfully also, not just Patton, but so your disciple of God, your point of view, and also Soulless Sage, your guys' point of view is that you can lose your salvation. That's what you're. Just so we're all, so I understand.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that makes.
Do you know what the unforgivable sin is?
Yes, blasphemy of the Holy Ghost.
Prosperity candle here if you want to be added. You can donate.
How's your day?
Great is more.
Hello?
It's there, but there was the fallen angels, and they came down and they began to create their own offspring from what he created. This is why he is so specific throughout the Bible.
I'm gonna add you guys so we can be friends in the future.
Yeah, definitely. Spartan goes live, Fanny goes live, I go live, Wicking up the top, he goes live, so.
Just out of curiosity, what faith are you Christian?
Yes, I Christian Methodist, but I'm open to. I need to find out what this church is near me called Northeast Christian. I don't know if it's Methodist or not, but that's what I was raised with, and I'm hoping to be baptized soon. I'm waiting for that. Yeah, I was baptized Catholic when I was born.
You don't need to be rebaptized, right?
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry about being rebaptized. And I'm studying right now Wesley in Men Who Howled, and Wesley was the starter of the Methodist movement. So he brings a lot of beautiful things to Christianity. But hang out with us. We'll help you out.
Okay.
I'm frustrated. You were baptized in the Roman Catholic Church as a child.
Wow.
You was, yeah?
Oh, no. I was baptized Catholic, and I thought thought you were talking about someone else. I was baptized Catholic in a local Catholic church, but I want to be baptized Christian just because I want to be baptized the way that Jesus was, because that's what brought me.
So was your baptism not in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit?
I'm not sure I was a baby.
Yeah, that's fine. I wouldn't get baptized again. Don't belabor it, Chosen.
But I want to. Just
Yeah, so if you
I want to be baptized full. I want a full submersion baptism.
If you've been baptized in the name of the Father, Son, and there's nothing to support.
You know what?
Thanks.
For instance, I don't know if we can do this, but I'm going to say this. What if your man all of a sudden gets in an accident, instead of having a physical disability, he has a head trauma, traumatic brain injury, which results in him getting and this is a real thing that can happen, because of a traumatic brain injury, you can actually develop psychosis and schizophrenia.
Absolutely.
Would you still keep him with schizophrenia?
Yes, and with that, like I said, I would need another caregiver or somebody on the side of me, because that, literally, I'm a hospice nurse, so people come in here because of those reasons. People send their families into these facilities for those certain reasons. And this is being someone that I love dearly.
Fuck.
I don't think I would be capable of doing that alone by myself. I would need my village. I would need my family to come help me out, because it's sad to see someone that you love. And my dad passed away from a brain injury. He had bleeding in his brain. But it's very sad and it's very heartbreaking to do that just alone. So I would still love him, but I can't do that alone. I would need my family and his family for emotional support, because that is very traumatic.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So I want to hear from the wife school.
Which part are we talking about?
So he's handsome. He's 6'2". He's a man of God. But he's partially disabled. Makes $13K a year. Would you take him?
Yeah. I would give him a chance. I mean, if he is, witty, makes me laugh, and I can see beyond, whatever that disability is, and see who he is, and that adds to my life. I mean, definitely, because it's all about what a man is, and how he can improve your life. So if he's a man of God, he has faith, he can pray with me, he can encourage me.
It must be inside of a garage.
He can wheel me around, I can push him around.
So actually he can walk, but it's a slower pace.
You said he can walk, but it's a slow pace?
It's a slower pace, yeah.
Oh, that's fine. I'm short, so I walk slower anyway. So that works out, because usually tall people walk fast. So maybe we can match up, and just strolling, and you can talk, and there's so many things that you can do.
It's somewhere over here.
Definitely with a woman's nurturing nature, it can accommodate and help and fill in those areas, to also make him feel good about himself too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll take him.
Okay. Go ahead, Milkshake.
I think that
is it
when
on
we
the other
talk
street?
Disability, especially when there's a physical one, we also have to remember there's a component of a mental health disability as well, or challenge. Because when you're disabled, especially physically, it does mess with your psyche. And I'm speaking from experience. When you get to a place where you're very independent, and then one day life changes, and now you need help with things, it's hard to let your pride be put aside and trust people to truly take care of you. And when you're in a relationship and you're disabled and that person is supposed to be your caregiver, I'm going to use the word abuses you or neglects you, and then you no longer in that relationship and you get into a new one, the fear is very great because you deep down inside, we don't ever want to say, well, this new person's going to do it to us. But there is a quiet whisper that says, what if? And that's the hard part about dating somebody with a disability that has come out of a relationship and then going into a new one. For me, it was terrifying. So I pray that, if anyone ever does encounter this situation and you decide that you do want to get involved with somebody with a disability, or you end up in a relationship with somebody who ends up getting a disability, please always have the spirit of humility and compassion and understanding and patience. Because mentally, at least for me, I went through anger, depression, withdrawal, all of these different things. And at one time, my condition, I was paralyzed at one time. I wanted to unalive myself because I was in a really, really bad place. I was in a wheelchair. My husband would not help me go to the bathroom, so I would end up urinating on myself. He would not properly clean me, so then I would end up smelling like poop. My hair was tangled. I ended up gaining 100 pounds because they put me on steroids, and then he used to make fun of me. We were only married 11 months. So what it did to my self-esteem was horrible. And it took years of therapy for me to get better. But it is by God's grace, I lost 165 pounds. I'm walking. I did have brain surgery 2 years ago. But I am my best version of me. And I would not be who I am today if I would not have gone through all of that. So, I commend you ladies for sitting here and speaking truth on what you truly believe. Because if you are truly blessed with a man that is meant to be your husband, from what I hear, you ladies are going to make great wives. And that's all I have to say about that. God bless you all.
Yeah, that's right.
Me too.
Thank you so much for speaking. Can you blow my balloon back up?
Thank you, Prince.
I was looking on.
You got your balloon on some ago.
She said we make great wives. Blow my balloon back up.
I was reading a study that it was really sad to hear that often when the woman becomes sick, the man will leave. And, like how she said, maybe not properly be there. And I just thought that was so sad because I had just a small instance like that with severe anemia, and that's around that time, I prioritized my health and I was sick and things like that, trying to nourish myself.
Come get me?
And we both standing
Fuck! God damn it.
An evidence of an evolution, right? But is it a coincidence that a meteor hit conveniently? Hold on. I want you to.
Oh shit. Fuck!
This shit is not gonna sound like how she said it. It's Sunday. It's gonna be like, oh, you're like, God damn. Turn that shit off. That's it, real shit, twin.
How you gonna be an out-of-shape black woman projecting your issues with being an out-of-shape black woman on everybody else? As some of us know, and from experience, that we don't have to be perfect to be loved and to have the life of our dreams. Black women need tough love, warrior, coaches, and personal trainers did not miss their cue. Of course, they're at the forefront of this conversation because they never miss an opportunity to belittle black women. Give them people your money if you want to, but they will never, ever see mine. How you gonna be an out-of-shape black woman projecting your issues with being an out-of-shape black woman on everybody else? As some of us know, and from experience, that we don't have to be perfect to be loved and to have the life of our dreams. Black women need tough love, warrior, coaches, and personal trainers did not miss their cue. Of course, they're at the forefront of this conversation because they never miss an opportunity to belittle black women. Give them people your money if you want to, but they will never, ever. I knew it.
Milkshake, can I ask you something, Milkshake? When they start, like, right prior, when they have an affair, I know she the silk.
Bad man said it was embracing. It's not on Section 8. These are working adults. These are people raising incredible families, right? These are people who are credits to their society and to their communities. These are people who are middle class. So it's all not about what you see on a television or what you see on your phone. I always tell people, get out and touch grass. Because the real world is that black people are surviving. Black people realize that it is how they are treated. That was an awesome gift. Thank whomever did that. Goodness gracious.
Thank you.
We know that. We know that. We as black people, we know these things. And we are moving on. So that's, I hope that kind of sort of made a little bit of sense. But thank you so much. My plane has landed and the chocks are under the front wheel.
I like that. That's really good.
On some real shit, I do not like you bitches. I'm finna tell y'all I don't like you bitches. Like, I don't like you bitches. I don't like how y'all maneuver. I don't like how y'all treat people. I don't like how fake y'all are. I don't like how y'all don't know who the fuck y'all are. I don't like...
Girl, shut the fuck up, bitch.
People ask me my hobby.
Y'all, look. Bro. Like, what? Bro, this is crazy. This is crazy. Look at this.
What the fuck?
Bro, like, did somebody put something in the water?
And it's all the way back out through there, bro. Look at all those fish. Look at all of these dead fish, bro. These are alive in this little spot, as y'all can see. Look at that, bro. What in the world is going on? This is crazy. Look at this, like even at my feet, bro.
Fuck!
Minnows, everything, bro. This is the craziest.
So yeah, my daughter has a defect on her hand, on her left hand. Let me see mama look. Say hey. So we was at church and the girl walked up to me. She was like, "What's wrong with her hand?" And I was just like, "You saying Nemo?" She was like, "Yes, ma'am." I said, "She got a lucky fin like Nemo." She said, and so she ran up to me. She was like, "So yeah, my daughter has a defect on her hand, on her left hand. Let me see mama look." Say hey. So we was at church and the girl walked up to me. She was like, "What's wrong with her hand?" And I was just like, "You saying Nemo?" She was like, "Yes, ma'am." I said, "She got a lucky fin like Nemo." She said, and so she ran to the other keys and she was trying to grab all the keys. All the keys came up to my baby. And they was like, "Oh my goodness, she got a lucky fin, she got a lucky fin." So the little girl mama was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." Okay, I ain't got much better to say because when she was like smaller, younger, like a baby, like when I first had her, I didn't know how God was gonna prepare me to get through that. I used to be so scared, like, oh my goodness, what if I really catch a case of somebody playing with my baby? Hey, baby. Hi.
Redhead, now to my crack, bend it over and arch that peg. Outside with some pretty.
Fuck!
I'm just a little bit. I don't be stealing. I'm just playing, y'all. What thing we gonna play about? Let me up on this, John. Please, say please. Say please, that's fat.
So wrong.
Lexus, why you cheating on me? No, you see, like, that's my baby daddy, you my girlfriend. I'm not cheating.
This I'm gonna go to the store and give me a cold drink. When I get that.
Step into a world where there's no one there.
Them bitches is ruthless.
And who hates who? White folks are safe in our neighborhood. They can walk around at night naked. We ain't safe in theirs. Keep it real. Who hates who? We go to the neighborhood. What do you live here? What do you that racial profile and shit? Do you live in the area? Do you? What does where I live have to do with this red light? Here's my license, my registration, my insurance. What is all this other shit? What does it matter where I work? Where are you going? I'm driving till I run out of gas. I don't have to tell you where I'm going. We know, sir, we're just curious. If I tell you where I'm going to get in trouble. Why is that, sir? Because I'm on my way to your house, bitch. And who hates who? White folks are safe in our neighborhood.
Why was I killed? The fuck?
Hey y'all, I look crazy because I just woke up, but I'm gonna go to the gym. But I keep seeing these videos about black women and they weight, and I was just like, dang, like it's somebody that's getting serious about her weight loss journey. Like, I just want to chime in. So boom, and you can watch this in 2x because I'm talking slow so that I can articulate exactly how I feel. So So it's this man. His name, I don't know if it's Deontay or DeAndre, but he pretty much made a video saying that if you wear stretchy clothes, like that's how you start getting out of hand. And I think that's part of my story, cause when I'm wearing my leggings, my jeggings, my yoga pants and sweatpants and stuff, it's like that still fits. So it's like I can't even really just, boom, no problem. But a couple days ago, I put on some pants. I said, "Ooh, girl, you something big." You know what I'm saying? Like you something big.
But I was meditating in the mirror, and I watched me look at the mirror. I put the candle there. I light the sage. I look at myself in the mirror. I start shrinking, getting real smaller, and all my lies start flashing. I see every last one of them, right? And then went to the light, and then I saw real black. That's how I know God resides in the darkness, right? Because everything is made from the darkness.
I did some past life therapy too.
Huh? We're talking about therapy. I don't know about no therapy. I don't do therapy. There's a friend in the hood. We don't do therapy. Don't talk about therapy. Name one nigga in the hood that like therapy. Come on, don't talk about the therapy shit to me, gang. For real. I'm GDB Vice Lord. Yeah, I'm GDB Vice Lord, gang. Yeah, I don't do no therapy shit, nigga. Therapy? Fuck wrong with therapeutic shit, nigga. I'm GDB Vice Lord, nigga. I'm traumatized, right? Y'all don't know if you understand, gang. I can't just jump out of this. My nervous system fucked up. I'm in survival mode. And what I gotta do, I won't do. Right? Listen, to get out of survival mode, you know what you gotta do? You really gotta take steps. I gotta ground my feet. I gotta put my raw feet in the grass, gang. And I've been told to wear shoes my whole life. Right? So I got no socks. I put my shoes in the grass. I gotta do that every day. Right? I gotta talk to fucking trees the whole time, my whole life. I walk past trees and I give a fuck about them. Right? I gotta meditate in the dark room. I gotta face myself. How the fuck can I face myself? I've been running for myself my whole life, right? Then I've been listening to gangster rap my whole life, but I gotta soothe my body down, so I gotta listen to gay ass Michael Jackson. I'm not listening to gay ass Michael Jackson every motherfucking day to soothe your body down, right? But you gotta do all that shit, and guess what? It never go nowhere. Because once it's in you is a part of you.
Fuck!
You can get rid of it.
Outside with some pretty bitches that don't know how to act. We be acting bad off liquor. All we do is throw it back. Shaking ass on top of cars. No homo, fuck around and catch. I might heck around this baddies. You know we the biggest brand. Yeah, I'm outside with some pretty bitches that don't know how to act. Pop it, off liquor. Pop it. Outside with some pretty bitches that don't know how to act. We be acting bad off liquor. All we do is
Fuck.
Okay. Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Oh shit, I got him. Bitch.
Okay. What I was saying is
Why does she have to get under a new
women
get under a
drive
new
the
to be able
narratives
to go?
that benefit their situation, right? So with the whole, this is the standard of a man: 6 figures, 6 feet tall, 6 inches. All those sixes that they like to be talking about, right? Just that bullshit. So because a man said this and it fits it's beneficial to a woman to have that, right? She's going to drive that. She's going to promote that. It's going to take on if a man says, well, the new standard of a man is, he don't give a fuck about home. He don't give a fuck about his woman. He's going to do whatever he wants and da-da-da-da-da-da. Y'all women are not going to support and drive that. So yes, y'all do control the narrative when it comes.
But y'all men also did too. But if you look,
Somebody says it.
No, listen, but listen. If you look back in the 2000s and look at all those celebrities, the body type for women was slim, very slim, very petite girls. That was a body type. But now, if you look at the standard for a celebrity woman or a woman in the industry, period, it's for a BBL. And men did.
No,
And if you even yes, they did. Yes, they did. Because they started looking at the girls and started.
So men control your insecurities is what you're saying. This is the accountability part. Everybody got choices. These men didn't make you go get that.
Did I say that they made them?
No.
So why are you trying to know? Because we're not going to do
He's
that.
saying that they contributed to that insecurity, though.
But
Yeah,
take
I'm not saying that they
accountability.
didn't.
God
I'm not
damn.
saying that they
But
didn't.
if you don't ever take
What about-
accountability
what about-
anything,
I'm not saying that they didn't. I'm not saying that they didn't. I'm just
y'all
saying
have yet to
now
take
that
accountability for
now
any
that
of
they
your
look at women like that they raise up their standards, and now that a lot of men look at women and they don't like natural women no more, they want to look at women
That's not
that
true.
have a
That's
lot
not
of
true.
hips.
That's cap.
Let me ask you a question.
It's not even
No,
remotely.
it's not.
No. Wait.
Why?
Sis,
Why
let me
is
ask
the
you a question.
celebrity?
When is the last time? Listen to me, sis.
When's the
When
last
is the last
time
time a
you
man
just
had?
slipped to you?
When is the last
Okay.
time that a man walked up to you and said, "Girl, your lashes is popping"? When is the last time? When is the last time a man walked up to you and said,
spaces, so
"Hold
you don't want
on"?
me to answer that question.
Wait. A man that was not a man that was not a part of the LGBT community. Now let's be real about this, all right?
Fuck.
Now, if we talking about a man, a straight and narrow heterosexual male, he is not walking up to you talking about your bust down look good. He's not walking up to you talking about no. He's not walking up to you talking about, girl, your lashes is this, or your makeup look like that, or I like that lipstick on you. He's not saying those things. Women drive those types of narratives.
Why are you assuming that? You literally don't know what you're talking about. I have had plenty of men compliment me in that way, and they are straight.
Women. They
No,
absolutely
it
do
doesn't.
not benefit women.
Why don't? Okay, if
It's
they didn't
because
benefit
men-
you, why would you be doing it?
listen,
Hold
listen,
on,
it's
wait a
just-
minute. If it did
How are you
not
gonna ask a
benefit
question
women,
and keep rambling on?
if
Like
it
that's so
were,
annoying.
if it was not a benefit to women, why the fuck are so many women doing it?
Because it is beneficial. Because like I've been saying, when have you ever seen a rapper in this day and this generation, or even mainly in general in any of these streamers' lives, or when they bring out these famous people, or bring out these people in all these TVs and stuff, when have they 80% of them do not have natural bodies because it's
that
promoted
makes you
in
insecure?
here. Did I say it's because it's insecure?
No, I'm asking you.
It's because it's a beauty standard.
Can I ask you a question though, real quick?
Because it's a beauty standard.
Can I ask you? I know. Let me just ask you a question real quick. You're saying because these type of people with notoriety, high class rappers,
Fuck.
people have
No, because the topics.
Hold on, let me just ask the question. Damn.
My God.
I'm saying since they have a certain type of women, and you're saying that's the beauty standard that these people are portraying, that you feel like women across the world are trying to fit that narrative, is that what you're trying to say?
No,
The
it's
standard changes
no.
based on the country that you live in.
Yeah, so I'm just saying that's the American man's beauty standard for women. They want a woman to look
That's
like
literally
a
what I
woman
just
that
said.
has a yeah. They want majority of men
If it,
want
hold on,
women
wait a
with a
second.
natural
If it was an
BBL.
American
That
man's
is their
standard,
beauty
why is it
standard.
called a
That's what they-
Brazilian butt lift?
And you can't lie.
It's a
Majority
weird
of
thing.
men want a woman.
Like, I'm just
And you
saying,
can't-
bro, like,
Not a man.
So what I was
Okay.
just saying is the
What's the standard for
beauty
men?
standard of that has
Okay, I literally just said that. I literally said that these people are these women are being pushed, and this beauty standard is being pushed, that you feel like women across the world are trying to fit that image.
not a custom word because it's American
An
standard.
image. Not
Okay.
our specific image, because we're in America, but
Okay,
an image
hold
of
on,
whatever
again,
country
you
you're in.
gotta, see, and this is,
See, I'm
I'm hearing a lot of unaccountable shit right now.
You gotta
Well,
take
I can
accountability.
And that's just real. I'm hearing a lot of
So,
unaccountable
when
shit.
I lived in Taiwan, one of the most popular surgical procedures that women would
It's
get.
no, wait a second. Why is it always somebody else's fault? Wait, why is it always somebody else's fault when a woman is doing what she wants to
You're
be
missing
doing?
the point.
Y'all want to go get those
When you
lashes.
look at
Y'all
somebody
want to go
like that
get
with
those
surgery
hair.
and make that your standard for somebody natural, and sit there and look at somebody that had
I
surgery
don't.
and try to
No.
look at-
So now you're looking
I'm not
for.
saying.
Okay,
See,
so
you
now
feel
we
so
now it
targeted.
goes
I'm
back to
talking
that.
about men in general.
It
But
goes
you
back
feel
to
so
that
targeted, and
narcissistic
that's why
trait.
we can't have conversations.
Fuck!
So you
You feel
need
so
male
targeted.
validation then.
And again, when I was
See,
talking
we're
about
still
women in
missing the
general,
point.
y'all felt targeted. So what the fuck?
See,
You
so
need
what's
male
the point of
validation.
having this
That's all I'm
conversation if you
hearing.
can't have
No,
that?
I'm not.
So what's
I'm
the
not
point
missing
of
the point
having
at
this
all.
conversation if you can't have
See,
the back?
it's
That's
cool.
crazy.
The goose
That's
is
crazy.
it's good for the goose, but
See,
not good
that's
for the
the crazy
gander.
part
And that's
about
where a
things,
lot of
y'all
this shit
circle
is.
around. Y'all can't
There's a lot
actually
of
have
double
conversations
standards
that
here,
y'all
man.
preach that y'all do.
To answer the host question, women and men. So women, you're asking about women specifically. Why are they responding in this way? Why are they getting these lifts and lashes and all of that? If you tell enough and socialize women enough to believe that this isn't what Men of quality want
They are do it because when you get enhancement surgeries, you make more money in life. Like, what the fuck?
women with beauty standards are because the women other women are doing. No. Okay. All right. Hold on. Wait a second. Check this out. This is something as simple as this, right? When Cassie came on the scene and girl had half her head shaved. Now, granted, that was a man that told her to do that, right? That was a man that told her to do that. But what did all the other women do? They went and did it because they saw her doing it. Cassie had the influence to make all of that happen. So really, was it a man that had y'all doing it, or was it a woman?
Okay, we're not. But that's a trend. We're talking about a practice.
All right. So when we talking about, hold on. So check it out. So when we talking about, no, wait a second. When we're talking about body health, body alterations and things like that, that's a part of trend. Like I said earlier, women set the trend. Period. Women set the trend, and y'all want to point the finger and say it's the man's fault when y'all follow these trends. No, bro.
Make it seem like they want, and not that. Like I was saying.
Oh, that's just like women. All of these women out here doing the Lulu challenge. No, listen, y'all out here doing the Lulu challenge and shit like that. But y'all don't want to. Y'all don't want to be accountable for that.
Men make that their preference to be like, I want a natural girl that has a natural BBL body, but she has to be natural. Y'all make that your preference, and that's what I was talking about.
Everybody
Everybody can have a preference, yeah, but you sit there and look at girls that have surgery and then expect that on a girl that's natural.
It's your decision at the end of the day. That is not process.
I'm not talking about the girl. I'm talking about you. I don't care what the girl does. Okay, yeah, she gets surgery. I'm talking about you having that preference and being like, oh, well, all these girls, she's not shaped good enough. Da, da, da,
so you're doing it for a man?
But your preference is a girl that got her body.
So you're doing it for a man?
Point that she
say yes then.
You're literally not even
bro, you're not even listening to what she's saying.
You're not listening. That's the thing is, like, if you're not, men are pushing the narrative.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
Why are men even worried about what the fuck we're doing? I don't get it.
I'm saying,
she's basically saying that
you're not understanding. Basically, what I'm saying. Let me say what I'm saying.
Hold on, wait a second. I need to make a statement real quick.
Because you don't know what I'm saying.
Chat, like,
you're just fucking yapping. That's all
you got one point. You'll entertain, and it's the saying that y'all like it. So
conversation is going nowhere because I've been on mute for like the entire time of the conversation, and you guys
nobody really saying shit.
It's just people keep getting talked over and y'all not
I think you should mute when people are talking and then wait till you hear a pause or silence to open your mic. Because every time when the girls start talking, you interject.
No,
so you need to be quiet and let them make their point. You need to let them speak, just like how you wish to be heard out.
Oh my
you need
God.
to let them speak.
I've spoken the least out of anybody.
Stop interjecting. Oh my God, stop.
But you're like, you said my point wrong. And you try to say, this is what I'm trying to say. You got my point
I'm just
wrong.
addressing what Kay said real quick. But I don't know why y'all so triggered. I'm just addressing what she had to say. You basically saying that women are getting these surgeries and doing these things because that's this beauty standard that is being pushed in society that male created, right? So that men created. And whether you believe that to be true or not, you need to have the self-confidence. I don't care what you see, what beauty standard that a man pushed. You have to have the confidence in yourself to not just go ahead and get surgery because you think this is what a man wants you to.
Okay, and you're missing my point.
That's
like
that's literally what you said.
I understand what you're saying. I understand
you're
what you're
taking
saying.
no
I understand what
accountability.
you're saying, but you're not hearing what I'm saying. So why do you keep like? You're not understanding what I'm saying. Yes, women have got these surgeries. I'm not saying, oh, women are getting these surgeries, oh, just because then it is preference. I'm saying that women have got these surgeries and it became a lot of trends and they've seen that a lot of people like these because men see women with these BBLs and all these other surgeries and they look at then they make that their preference and then they go on these broadcasts and go on all these lives and all these and sit there and talk about how they want a natural woman.
Babe, men have been wanting bigger breasts since before a podcast was even created. That's why the push-up bra was invented.
Oh,
Well,
I can't even get my point.
Hey, how long-winded are you gonna be?
Like, Jesus Christ.
Okay, I literally just said that. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Like, oh, well, they're getting suckers.
Alright,
No, who didn't. Just,
yeah, let's just
like,
This is fucking child's play, bro. Like, I'm serious, man.
you know, it's even pointless even talk about that at this point.
I don't feel like
It's simply like if the woman can be excluded from accountability.
Can I say something?
Because that wasn't even my main point at the beginning. Because my point isn't, oh, women are getting surgeries because men that's their preference. That's not even my fucking point. But y'all keep cutting me off before I can even fucking let my plane land, and that's so fucking.
We're not gonna
they
get
wanna sit here.
emotional, sis.
Well,
We
you
ain't gonna do that.
guys don't want to
We ain't
like
gonna get
tell
emotional.
me, but that's not even my point.
Sis.
I'm not sitting here
Sis,
saying, oh,
You're not gonna
they're
get
getting-
emotional. I told you, I'm cutting all that toxic shit out of here, bro.
Okay. The reason why I haven't commented on this is because I feel like I don't have anything to say about the beauty standard. It has not affected me personally because technically I'm not an American. Well, I am an American citizen now, but I wasn't born and raised here. So half of the struggle and stuff, something.
It literally doesn't matter where you were born.
And we'll be able to speak on it because I've been in America for 5 years. But I'm Jamaican. I was born and raised in Jamaica. I came over here when I was like 19 years old. I'm not affected by this beauty standard. I do not have a BBL. I've never been.
Because if they did,
It doesn't matter to me at all. I mean, naturally, yes, I want the men that I'm attracted to be attracted to me as well. But, I can't really say much about that. I really want to get to what you posted here. This nonsense that you posted. Because it had to do with the whole women being narcissists. I'm not saying that there aren't women that are narcissistic, but it's definitely lower than men. Period, point blank.
again, we gonna go by them numbers that Joe was talking about, them statistics, right? That's what we're using to decide that, right?
I don't know, but you made a statement, but you didn't like kind of prove or back up your statement. All you said was that men are more narcissistic and you just stop talking. Why you just say that and not make a point?
Give an opinion.
Like, I'm talking to Chocolate. She just said men are more narcissistic and then just stopped. Like, you didn't even back up your claim. So you got nothing to say?
I'm not going to agree with that last point. But to the host question, women participate in their own... Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, but it's simple, man. I just keep hearing that there are women
What? Didn't I already do this?
that
Ugh.
no matter what.
Turbo.
To participate in this. You can't have this system work the way it does without women harming other women and pushing harmful things amongst women. Like, this can't work without it. You have to have participation.
You know what I said about Chocolate? Don't say right. You haven't took accountability this whole time.
What am I taking accountability for exactly? We're having a debate, and I said what I
You
said.
just been deflecting everything. You just been deflecting the whole time.
What am I deflecting? I literally
Every
made a
single point.
statement.
I
And
literally
I said.
asked you what makes men more narcissistic because you just said men are more
Based on my
narcissistic.
personal experience and the contact that I've had, that's what I've experienced. Down to like the people who raised me, from uncles to dads, to husbands, to my family's married husbands, to managers, to bosses. That's my statistic. That's my experience. That's my proof right there. How I've been treated, how certain men speak to certain, even to being on this live, how men address women. It's proven every day. It's a daily thing. I'm pretty sure.
You mean how on this panel? You sure that there's been disrespect?
I mean, no, I haven't seen that yet. But I'm saying on TikTok.
Nah, because I'm not gonna allow that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna allow that, whether it be a man or a woman. Ain't nobody gonna get disrespected.
Yeah, no, I mean on TikTok. I didn't see on this panel. On TikTok. I was just on a live earlier, and yeah, for no reason, but like whatever. You know, in my relationships, because as far as like the women that have been on here, I've been in the most relationships. I don't sit here and point finger. I'm not saying that like when in my relationships I haven't had issues or faults. but definitely, because of how
What was the butt there for if you really owning your accountability, sis? Like, that's the one thing that people always do. They'll say, oh, I'm accountable and I hold myself, you know, and I played this part, but such and such and such and
Why
such and such.
does
That's not
she have
accountability.
to get under a new
It's a
to
justification
get over the
that
old?
your
Bruh,
mishaps or your
bruh.
mistakes
Why are
or
you
whatever
trying
is
to have a pissing contest with her? I bet she can
directly
piss you off
connected
further.
to
Woman, are
something
you
that
okay
somebody
mentally
else did.
unstable? What the fuck
So
is the
I
fucking
think that was
question?
one of the points that my man was trying to make earlier is like, if you're not taking accountability of your own specific actions, it doesn't matter who is pushing this BBL narrative or who is, to be perfectly honest, I haven't not met a single man who is like, oh yeah, girl, get them lashes. That shit's dumb as fuck.
I'm serious.
Like,
women drive these
like
narratives.
and the number of lashes.
That's not true. I know plenty of men who want their women to have lashes. They
I have dated somebody like that.
And I mean, before
I was so rudely cut off because I was still talking.
How often does that happen?
I started talking in a gap, and you.
I don't like that you guys talk as if you know what you're talking about when it's your opinion and not a fact. It's annoying.
Really, I thought I was talking about the narcissism thing, and then while I was talking, you interjected.
Hey, yeah, there we go. Thank you, Ma. Cause I'm not, look, I can't, the message can't come across clear. That's what a lot of this issue is on this app, bro, with this whole men versus women shit. Y'all don't want to shut the fuck up and actually hear what these people are saying. When I first started doing these lives, yo, I used to be on some dangerous shit because I was always on some confrontational shit with people. And then it hit me one day like, damn, bro, if you would have just shut the fuck up and listened to what this person said for like maybe 3-4 more seconds, you would have understood where they was coming from. And this argument would have never fucking happened. Because at the end of the argument, I'm right there where I should have been in the first place, which was understanding where they was at. So just be respectful of that.
To Poetic in your point, it's not just the lashes and the BBLs. I know that's like a common thing we look at when we see women, like a common argument. But this starts very, very young. I don't know if anyone has looked into the black doll test. They do it like every 5 years. And I'm sorry, I'm a black woman, so I'm just gonna have to like make this analogy for you. But we ask like 5-year-old girls of like every racial group. We get this whole set of dolls of different colors.
I've seen that.
Right. And we ask them, who's a pretty doll? Like, which dolls are the prettiest? And every time they do this test, the black dolls are the ugliest, and the lighter skinned dolls are always picked as the prettiest. No matter which child of whatever racial group, they always say black dolls are the ugliest, the lighter or white dolls are the prettiest. Now, I'm sure we can all agree that most adults are not sitting a 5-year-old down and being like, hey, Susan Lynn, black is ugly, white is right. The majority of adults are not doing that. So you might ask yourself, how are children getting messaging that tells them what's pretty and what's not? That's how young it starts. 5-year-old girls understand what is considered pretty and what is not. And it just...
But let me ask you a question. This is
adapt based on that.
Look, let me. Okay, so let's run this back. You said 5-year-old girls, and again, this is. Oh man, I hate being this person, but I'm gonna have to because again,
Go ahead, ask questions.
It's that accountability thing, right? So you're saying that 5-year-old girls are conditioned to know this? Are they being more Are they being more influenced by their mamas or their daddies? Oh yeah, see, there we go.
I told you, women participate. Women participate in this. I have black friends who are darker than me, whose mothers bleached their skin when they were children.
Listen to me.
I absolutely do know women who participate in this.
So what I'm saying is who is in fact the main contributor to these types of mindsets? The man who comes up with the idea or the woman that enforces the idea? Who's more at fault?
They're equally at fault because they both participate.
Right, of course we were equally at fault. So okay, so check. No. Watch this. This is the interesting part. So a woman that pops off at a dude is equally at fault for the domestic situation when he reacts to it, right?
Listen, if a woman slaps a man,
okay.
Yes. What the hell you mean? If he is weak enough to let words move him to put his hands on her, yes, it's his fault.
Let's reestablish the rule. We're not talking over each other. So one person at a time.
The fuck?
And don't disrespect the host. I'm gonna drop down, but I'm moderating in the comments.
Okay, thank you, Ed. The main thing that I've noticed throughout this whole life since I've started it tonight is that women want to own all the perks and the beauties of society, but they don't want any accountability on the backlash that comes with it, so they divert that to the man.
Host, did you see a few years ago when...
Why is a man telling a group of women anything? Again, this is your opinion.
And Whoopi was the only...
Why do you think that you can speak for all of us? This is bizarre.
That, oh no, I slapped my husband, like, he should know, and then Whoopi... Why do women feel that they have the safety or ability to beat on a man with no, or spit on them with absolutely no repercussion? Because we definitely don't teach that as children.
It's literally not women. It's a specific person. Like...
That do to a child when you tell them, okay, this is how it's supposed to be. They're going to believe that in their head they can do whatever the fuck they're wanting to do to this person. And because this person is of that gender, there are no consequences for it.
I will say that women do understand.
Stop saying women and stop speaking for all of us. It's annoying.
Domestic violence situation.
So it's the same thing, but it's the same thing. I have an idea, right?
Right.
Until I put that idea into motion myself, it's just an idea. You see what I'm saying? Right. But the minute that you decide that it's a good idea and you put it in motion for me, am I at fault or are you?
I mean, if you've spoken the idea,
I just talked about it. See, again, everybody got choices, and that's the problem. You make these decisions, you make these choices, but you don't want to stand on business when it's accountability involved. You would rather say, well, you came up with the idea. No, you did what I told you to do. What's worse?
Everyone has to take accountability for the women. Let me speak to my ladies. Women have to take accountability for their role in creating some of these double standards. I'm not going to disagree with you on that. Like, women should not be promoting or promulgating the idea that, oh, if you slap your man, that's okay because what's he going to do about it? No. Like, women have to, when we have toxic, harmful narratives, we have to not keep spreading those toxic, harmful narratives. Like I said, women have to participate in order for this to be a problem toxically across the board. Women have to participate. You know, so when men, like when I help, I'm a law student, so when I help men in family court, like I'm not going to sit here and say women don't have advantages when we go to family court, because that would be a lie. There's a bias towards women getting their children. So, but I don't think that's what you're trying to get at here, because you're talking about relationships and the weird double standards that are occurring in relationships, correct?
Fuck, I cannot find it.
Because I feel like, yes, you know, women are buying, a lot of women, I shouldn't say all of us, I'm certainly not one of them. There is a significant number of women who are attached to some of these harmful things like BBLs, getting surgeries, trying to live up to
there
a
it is.
standard that is completely unrealistic.
Fuck. Why didn't the fucking controller.
Both men and women participate in being like, oh, that's the beauty standard, even though it's gross and toxic.
See, I don't even see that type of shit as a beauty standard, bro. Like, but again, I'm not like everybody else. You know, I'm probably
I meet men all the time who are into like the wigs, the lashes, like all that. I meet men on both sides.
Even with those things, women are the driving forces of those trends. Women set the trends. Like, a man might come up with the idea for the trend, but the women are out here actually promoting it, enforcing it, making it real.
In music, Nicki Minaj.
Is it the woman that's promoting it, or is it the man doctor that's promoting it?
You know what I'm saying? There was this dude back in my time. His name was Uncle Luke, and he was telling everybody to don't stop, get it, and the Doodoo Browns, and he was talking like that. And again, that was our version of a Cardi B or a Nicki or a, you know what I'm saying? So
Talk about a whole bunch of nothing.
Since the beginning, women are just catching up with that. I'm not saying narrative out here. No, stop. I'm gonna stop you right there, bro. You're not gonna put that narrative out here because men have been making derogatory music since the beginning of this rap shit started. So women are just now catching up, and they're basically because men.
These is the stupidest people in the fucking world.
People have purgatory.
Like, they're so fucking dumb.
Sense real quick. Hold on. Let me help you make sense real quick. Listen. So then let's look at it like this: is that when you go and you take a person's name, right, and you hide it from them, they don't have any claims to the land. So other people write themselves in through the idea of squatting, right? So there's squatters' rights now. They themselves into the actual into the bills to of the land. Let's keep it like that, right? They're partial owners of the land, even though they don't have rights to the land. These three people that are trying to grab this book right here, right, are the three invaders, which was actually 5 invaders that came in and start writing themselves into our laws, because we used to have BLK presidents before there were so-called YT presidents, correct?
No, that's incorrect.
How? Oh my God, you don't know basic history?
You're using a history. Like, this is revisionist stuff.
Sir, what? In the 1700s, revisionist, first of all, in the 1700s, they created this thing called iconoclasm. Do you know what iconoclasm is?
Iconoclasm?
Yes, iconoclasm.
No.
It means destruction of fine dark arts.
Okay, so you think they went around destroying images of...
Benjamin Franklin in 1752 had acknowledged that. He said that the principal body of so-called white people or the Franks, which the people, they are a small portion of people. He said by the rest of the world, everybody is swarthy or twiny or chiefly twiny. He said that even the Italians, Germans, Swedes, all those people in Europa, right? The Europeans were all swarthy. The Americans were all swarthy. Wait. Yes, it does. Go look it up. Swarthy means dark-skinned. Stop it. Stop. Swarthy means dark-skinned, and twiny means black, right? Really like dark-skinned. And that's the same that goes for chiefly twiny means yellow-skinned, right? So he knew the Asians were chiefly twiny, which is yellow-skinned. And he said twiny, which was black, for the reference of Africans. He said, why would he grow the children of Africa in the lands of America? Meaning that if the so-called brown people that were here already that look like us were mixing with these folks, it would grow the numbers even higher in the Americas. And we have 3 parts to America, right? North, South, Central, right? We have 3 parts, so we're larger than Africa. So then why would they create British states in Africa called Ghana, Nigeria, Igbo, Yubo, Yoruba, right? All these names, all these Dutch and French settlements is over there. If Africa was the best land to go to, why is African, but everybody's coming over here to call themselves American? Because they have created squatter rights, squatter laws to where now they can write themselves into all the bills and say that, hey, I'm partial owner of this land. Hey, Dawes Road throws is he created the $5 Indian, meaning that you can buy into being an Indian, and then they put them on reservations so they can breed to create this new kind of Squanto Tonto that you see today, that you see marching around with 2 Indian braids. That's not how it really looked back then. They even had books and articles written on what they did to people, because you had long-haired originals that were here, and you had short-haired originals. That's what Christopher Columbo said when he hit South America. He even identified that they were copper-colored. And then Amerigo Vespucci, which that's where we get the name America from. Hey, you're correct? Okay, we understand it.
So
now
you're monologuing on these points. You're going.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get you to understand where history is at. So while you're trying to discontinue the monologue, you should be trying to learn, because evidently I'm more well-read than you are.
You're well-read in Black revisionist history.
No, there's no such thing as revisionist when I just told you that they did iconoclasm. They are the ones that won the war, right? So then they wrote everything in history. So just like they tell you that what is a Black university? What is a Black university? What is the names of a Black university?
HBCUs.
Yeah.
That's a lie, because that was funded by white people. See, you don't even understand what a Black university looked like.
What does this have to do with Black people being Indians? I want to know about Black people being Indians. That's all I want to know.
Stop it. We're not Indians. We just said that we're originals. We're the originals, not
Original
aboriginals.
where? The original from where?
Of this
Original
land.
from
Yes. Of this land.
When did your people get here?
Forever. We've always been here.
Based on what? Based on what?
What are you talking about? We in the so-called Squanto
The
Tonto.
remains here are Eurasic. They're Asiatic, the same as the ones they call themselves
You know how
today.
goofy you sound? You know how
The Native
goofy you sound?
Americans
Are you
have
going
the
to tell me that there
DNA
was an ice bridge that was created?
I'm saying that
Where
the
Siberians
Native Americans.
crossed the oceans? Is that what
I'm
you're
saying
going to tell me?
I'm saying that they from Asia they got here. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Hold a second. Black remains have not been found here in the Americas.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Black remains, because there ain't no such thing as black.
What?
The DNA you have is tied to Africa.
Just like there was no so-called dark-skinned man called man in England, right? Right?
What?
Just like no.
Dark-skinned man called Cheddar Man.
No.
What
Just
are
like
you
they
talking
didn't find
about?
no dark-skinned people. Calm down. Just like they haven't found dark-skinned people all over the world. So you telling me that the whole entire
define
Benjamin
dark-skinned people
Franklin? Wait. Benjamin Franklin himself said that the whole principal body of white people were very small. Actual world population, 10% of the light-skinned Asians. Wait. Because Genghis Khan was not an Asian. He was a European. Which you're right. He went around and started planting himself around in other nations, mixing amongst the people, trying to buy himself into the people. That's what he did. And that's what every single colonizer does. They mix themselves among the people to steal the ethnicity of those people and rewrite, which is called paper genocide, right? Because that's what they're doing, is paper genocide.
Hey, Chris, hold on real quick. Hey, so, Terrell, so what is your perception? So are you saying that the current being that's labeled white has always been here, and we just dominions, and we're by I'm trying to see how to word it. We were gifted by divine right to serve them. That's what you basically, because that's what it kind of sounds like.
Divine right. I think you're
basically let's just say really to simplify it.
I don't know where any of that is coming from. All I'm saying is Europeans established colonies here and then went to Africa to get people to work, and that's where our ancestry comes from. That's all I'm saying.
That is the dumbest thing that you could have said, because what was the biggest boat?
Basic
What was the
history.
biggest boat? Hold on. What was the biggest boat that can cross the seas? What was the biggest boat that they had in the 1600s?
I don't know.
1700s? You don't know?
Neither
So you don't think we were here already before they started trying to move people from the northern?
No, I don't think that. No.
Bro, I think that I think you need to really like check history instead of just watching movies like
You need to stop watching Tariq Nasheed or whoever
No, I'm not watching Tariq Nasheed. I have thousands of books that
You don't have thousands of books. You don't have thousands of books.
Hey, hold on, y'all. Rain, I'm trying to. Hey, what did you have to contribute to the conversation, Rain? Rain in the face. What did you have to contribute?
Science says no. All the remains that have been found in the Americas, dating back 12 to 20,000 years.
How can you carbon date?
Hold on, wait, Chris. Hold on. Let him land his plane.
Go ahead, brother.
Belong to the Asiatic people who have not found any remains of whatever you want to call yourself. Your phenotype is not indigenous. That's science.
You sound like wise elder.
Is there something called an Afro-Asiatic?
Get the fuck off my property, motherfucker.
Is there something?
Fuck off my property.
This is new. What is that?
Get your ass off my property.
He thinks that means black Asian.
Get your ass off my property.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
That means black Asian.
I get that.
Fuck out of here.
Alright, so Rain. So you said these individuals are you say Asians?
I said Asiatic.
They Asiatic, okay.
Asiatic?
So what would be their complexion if they were Asiatics? Are you saying Asiatics like Chinamen? Or like give me more context. I want you to land the plane.
I can understand. Want to give people 20,000 years ago labels of something that was created within the last few centuries, whatever. Chinese people. There were no Chinese people.
I'm trying to give people Asiatic bones on the southeast, but go ahead, finish, Jimmy.
I said Asiatic. I said Asiatic because
what is an Asiatic is what we're trying to figure out. What does an Asiatic look like for the audience? I know what these definitions. Every definition we just said or every term, I know what the reference is. I'm asking for the sake of the 73 people that are engaged in this, give them context.
Asiatic. We have the almond eyes. We have high. They're typically straight hair. Not always. There is some curl in their structure is totally different, and their haplogroups have nothing to do with anything belonging to Africa.
I just did.
Well, you know what? If you go back 20,000
Exhaust.
years, there was no 20,000.
Quad carbon.
There were no people here. The original people that settled this continent.
Set.
That's how you get rid of the Negroes right there. Oh, they just disappeared. Now all of a sudden we're the indigenous.
Y'all
didn't come out of the dirt. You went over there and the land, and there was some niggas already there.
No, check this out.
I get that. I understand that. But what do you
Rain?
Negro?
Rain, you said, wait, Rain. You said that there's no such thing. You said Afro-Asiatic does not mean being brown, right?
Category doesn't mean brown.
Afro? What is Afro?
Stop it. I'm about to read it to you. Stop it. I'm going to read it to you. Relating to or denoting a family of languages spoken in the Middle East of North Africa, right? The families is category. Wait. No. Listen. It says, wait, be quiet. Hold on. It says the families is commonly divided into 5 groups: Shemitic, Omet, Berber, Cushite, and Chaldean. Ancient Egypt was also a member of this family. So Afro-Asiatic was real. So those people that you're referring to, Asians, what we're talking about, they're called Mongoloids. Do you understand? You're using the wrong term for the wrong people. You understand?
There was no Asiatic, no natives, none of that in the West Indies. No.
Thank you.
Afro-Asiatics were Caucasian type people.
No, they weren't. Just because you can label somebody Caucasoid does not mean that they're Caucasoid. Just like they say the Egyptians are Caucasoid. There's no way in hell when there's a lot of skin problems that's going on in so-called the Egypt that they created, right? Because it is not the actual place.
Hey, do we know where the West Indies are?
So what? Why are you trying to connect all of this to its skin color? Because everybody gets brown under the sun. So
yeah, right. Okay.
Everybody
is brown under the sun, except for the people who are phenomelanin type. Phenomelanin type.
Everybody has melanin on this planet. Even
we have different.
Everybody has melanin on this planet.
So what is phenomelanin?
Everybody has melanin on this planet. Yes or no? Does everybody on the planet have melanin?
I just said there's two different types of phenomelanin.
Doesn't matter. Everybody, you said melanin is capable of becoming dark.
Right, you lost the whole entire debate because that's a lie. Because if they can develop like melanin the way that we develop melanin, right, then they will be able to absorb the sun and get vitamin D, get all kinds of nutrients.
Doesn't matter, dude. I get that. People do absorb vitamin D. What are you talking about? They don't have as much. They don't have it in quantity. I mean, you just talked about the Cheddar Man, right? The Cheddar Man being in Europe, right? Cheddar Man, dark skin, right? Absolutely. So where do you think those people evolved from? They evolved from the Cheddar Man.
There's no evolution. Darwin's Darwinism is ridiculous. This is not.
It's a concept.
You're trying to disregard science. You can't disregard science.
So hold on then. All right. So what you're saying is we all came from monkeys then, right? Rain.
Yes.
And then we came from monkeys. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Cause I'm gonna get entertaining now.
You wanna call them monkeys? You can call them monkeys.
Monkeys or whatever. So we came out of caves.
No,
so we and the Caucasians, we're all the same. We just different shades of gray there, right?
The Caucasians. Okay.
Hey,
I get why you wouldn't believe in out of Africa.
Because if you believe it, that means you come.
Everything that you think you believe in.
Y'all gotta come on, man. Land your plane, bro.
They believe in the we was everywhere and shit. We was all over the place.
I get that. I understand that. But the simple
This guy was on my page last night under a different name. He said it was from the military. This same all this yesterday under a fucking different name.
Damn, Rain, you with the bullshit?
Well, hold on.
Hey, how much are they paying you?
Cameron, right? Ain't your name Cameron? Or is it Rain? And you was from the military. Are you going to Black Pages trying to figure out what the fuck we doing?
What was the other name?
You ain't got to worry about it.
Cameron, yeah, it's the same fucking person.
I've always had this name.
That's that list.
I ain't gonna take your chance.
How I know? Because he sound like an old white man with a list. I promise you. I just came up here to share that.
Okay,
this
we
is one of the
appreciate
Black Pages. I'm gonna have to stroll and see who.
Y'all trying to stop the information from going.
Trying to stop the information. He's trying to stop the unity part. I promise you.
Yeah, well, you know, they got to protect the narrative. It's the narrative.
And we embraced him. We thought it was cool. Until I wake up and hear his same fucking voice on your page talking about just the opposite. Right? We gotta be careful, guys.
Hey, well, let's welcome Mom.
I'm gone. I just wanted you. Let's be careful.
All right, thank you, Empress.
The more they gonna try to come in with they you feel me?
We appreciate it.
Most definitely.
That dude was clearly Indian, by the way. I mean, he just sounded Indian.
Yeah, I don't know. I get it sound like.
What Indians sound like, bro? You ever hear a Native American talk?
Yeah, but they don't want to be.
He actually didn't sound like one at all. They have a certain sound, and he didn't have it.
That's a lie, dude. Like,
Name one book you read that's validated.
Neil,
Name
hold on,
one.
I'm gonna mute you, bro. Neil, Maximilian. Hey, what's happening, brother? Chilling. You got anything to contribute to this conversation about these three of several invasions that we got going on that's trying to occupy North America? What's you elaborate, bro, please? Well, you see right there on the prompt, the Negro and the American Indian history. So the conversation is basically you see us standing in the back, and you got what seems to be an African, and let's just say a Spanish
fucking
descent,
bitch.
and let's just say
Fucking stupid bitch.
the know nothing, the native. Do you need a little bit more context, or was that enough?
Well, I just want to know one thing. So, what was the original language of the people spoken, and where did they originate? How did they get to the Americas?
We didn't. We was already come from the dirt. We are touchless of the land.
We were captured from the dirt, but I mean, do you understand by you saying that you go against the mainstream theory?
Mainstream is lying to your ass.
Well, I understand that, but what I'm saying is you follow this
white man on the moon.
Why do you keep on doing that? I mean, just cutting off.
I just be, I don't know. If I think it, I say it. That's the reason why I have my own.
I understand that, but there's no truth. What the quorum is that, and usually when people do that, another person do it, then there's a bunch of gibberish of people hollering.
Hey, man, it is what it is at the end of the day. But if you saying that we're not, you're saying that we're not American. You saying the mainstream narrative is saying we're from Africa.
But I'm saying that you're going against
it. Hold on, man. Hold on. It's just like we in Tuskegee, and we be like, hey, man, y'all come down. We're gonna give y'all some shots to help y'all out, man. Just come down here, look out for y'all. And then this white man, he tell you the truth. I'm gonna go down here and see the white man. This white man, he gonna help us. They got the shots, right? They got the shots, right? And then what they do? They didn't even try to help them folks. They just
talking about the Tuskegee Airmen experiment, brother. We talking about this information, brother. You talking with me again?
So why should I believe anything?
You're talking with me.
Hold on. Why should I believe anything those people say?
Hey, I dropped it, Coach. Hey, just so people know, this is his platform. We're just on the panel. You cannot come in and disrespect. Just wait your turn. He'll land, and then you can respond. Let's try to keep it clean as far as the decorum and the dialogue or the monologue, whatever log y'all want to refer to it. I'm just saying, let's try to keep it.
It don't matter who live it is. Don't interrupt people.
We'll get you out of here.
Did anyone talk to Day Day?
Yeah, Day Day just came up.
Yeah, I just came up. But no, I just wanted to just share.
Hold on, Matt.
Just share the. I just wanted to shed a little light on to be against the whole thing about, black people was in America before slavery and shit like that. But if you actually look into an organization, it was founded in like 1816, where it talks about specifically former enslaved people and free black individuals were relocated back to Africa. But listen, the reason why most of black people, when they take a DNA test here in America, the reason why that shit pinged back to Africa is simply because when they brought the enslaved Africans from Africa, because they did come from Africa, when they came from Africa, they came and it was black people already in America. Some of the free black people, the indigenous black people that was in America, they voluntarily went back to West Africa with the enslaved Africans. So that's why when we take a DNA test, every fucking thing pings up in fucking West Africa.
You talking about that Liberian colony that was started? Yeah. You know about that, Tyrell? You ever heard of that, the brother?
No. Let me ask y'all a question.
Yeah, I know about Liberia. That has nothing to do with why black people test for DNA from Africa, though. That's exactly why.
On landmass. You say that now.
invite them up there. You ask them to speak. Then when they start speaking, you overtalk them. Then when they talk, then you boot them. How are you supposed to have a?
Sir, just talk. What are you talking about?
I had to get rid of him, man. I thought he's still talking about we trying to move past that. But
And I'm gonna tell you another. I'm gonna tell you another thing. Like Americans here in America, if you can go back to your great grandma and you look at their birth certificate, it even have Negro on the birth certificate, and all is truly Indians that didn't live on any reservations. They were reclassified to color or Negro. So I mean, I just don't understand, like, why is it so hard for our own people to simply know that if the world body was able to travel out of Africa, what makes you think black people didn't travel out of Africa? And the only way black people came out of Africa was forcefully by a fucking boat.
How dumb do you have to be to not realize that they didn't have the means to travel?
So think like I can just go back and debunk everything you just said, but in my brain I debunk everything you said. So
I mean, you can't do written. I mean, I didn't write it.
What's written? That's the problem. It's your story. All you need to do is start with you. Put your name down on a piece of paper, and write your mama name and your daddy name down on.
Where is the ATM?
Take that bitch back as far as you can go, and when you get stuck, go find somebody and be like, hey man, I'm stuck in the 1800s. I'm stuck, and give them the information and let them get you unstuck, and then continue to go on your trip. Now, when you find an African in your family, come back and holler at me. But until then, you can't sit here and tell people they African if you ain't even found them.
No, bro. No.
I ain't talking about them no DNA. I'm talking about.
No, bro. You took that means wait. I never said that black people were Africans, bro. I don't believe that shit. I don't believe that.
I thought I heard you say that.
No. I said
Africans, the Americans went to Africa, right? That's what you said.
No. Listen. I said that in this it was an organization that was founded in 1816 where enslaved Africans and black people of America, which are the indigenous people of America, some of the black people of America voluntarily went back to Africa when they had shipped the enslaved Africans back to Africa, and they landed in Liberia and.
To Nigeria and Ghana, like that.
Okay, because it also stated here that it said the movement involved the relocation of thousands of formerly enslaved people and free black individuals to Liberia and other parts of Africa. So that's probably why it's being in Nigeria and all these other places, bro.
We were shipped. They didn't go to Ghana and Mali and Nigeria. They went to a specific landmass that was paid for.
No, it said Liberia and other places of Africa, and they don't name other places.
Pull it up. You're correct.
It was
the Library of Congress
it was during the 7 years.
They just didn't go to Liberia.
They
didn't go to Liberia. They didn't go to Liberia.
It was the Liberian colonies in Sierra Leone.
Couple thousand. I got it.
Only a couple thousand.
100,000.
It was a
Do I need to pull up the
Library?
Do I need to pull up the Library of Congress documents of how many Native blacks went to Africa?
Go ahead, crew.
Yeah, go ahead. Pull it up.
I think that's what he's been waiting on anyways.
Yeah, we ain't got this shit. Let me go on my...
But by the way, that's not how DNA works anyway. They don't tie DNA...
How far do DNA go back, sir?
DNA goes back thousands of years.
They don't go back to generation. Then why on their website it only says to go back?
It can go back thousands of years.
Listen, sir.
Your family
tie in DNA website.
When they
I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
You said DNA goes back thousands of years, right?
They can pinpoint
Hello. So you're telling me that a mouth swab
right? Or some spit can match some bones from thousands of years. I thought bone marrow matched bone, not spit.
Yeah, bone marrow's DNA though. They use DNA.
But what type of DNA is that bone marrow, sir? That spit is not going to match up with that bone marrow.
It's not as relevant to my point.
It's not sufficient, but it is going to tell you.
Just said that.
Hey, hold on, Justin. Let me ask you. I need to get a little bit more information, a little bit more pertinent information from the good brother. Hey, so, Mr. Darrell, how old are you by chance? You don't have to be 29. Okay, so I take it that you went to some Ivy League college, maybe? Or did you no. Okay, so say it again.
Go ahead. I said I just got a job. I went to work.
Oh, okay, so you kind of just, what you're basing your views off of public education, right?
No, I'm basing it off of further research. When I used to be into this stuff, super hard about like who black people are and all this stuff. I tried to look into this. I got into this, conscious stuff in my early 20s. But as I did research and, looked into it, I discovered, that through my own research, through writings of the Portuguese, writings of the European colonists or missionaries that went over there, and writings on the slave trade, it seemed pretty obvious that black people that are in America came from Africa. That's what I'm basing it on.
Yeah, but what were they called? Because they wasn't calling them black at that time. If you're saying the Portuguese black, they didn't use the term black. The Portuguese didn't use that. So I'm trying
they spoke Portuguese, so I spoke a different language.
No, it does not, because at one point black meant pale, and it also white tea also meant Slavic, like non-Slavic nations. So that's why I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, I understand language.
Hold on, Jimmy. He killed himself because he said he went there and he do the Portuguese studies, and he.
That's why I wanted more context.
They spoke a different language. If you did their research, or if you did your research and understood that the Portuguese, you looked through their writings, you would have understood it. But obviously you don't. So you're speaking outside of the realm of what you actually know.
The Portuguese wrote it's over to the
But
Americans.
They didn't call them black. What did they call them?
It doesn't matter. We understand
it
the
does.
reference.
That means you don't know what you're talking about. You spitting
They
out.
call them Negroes. So what? So what?
Wait. Hold on, Tyrell. We gotta keep it where it's a question and a response so we can all grow with the knowledge. So what Twan is saying that despite that you navigated through history at your own expense, is certain pertinent problems or situations that came and you kind of ran through. You didn't really sit down and break them down. And that's what Reconstruction is really about. It happened so fast where these people came in and reconstructed the social narrative. So when you start going and looking at Portuguese, because we had another brother come up here, this, Dutch, that, blah, blah, blah. But then when we say, hey, 1868, some real slick shit happened. Hey, 1857, some real slick shit happened. They like, oh, well, that's all general. No, the fuck it's not. It was very specific on how they said what is classified as white tea. And it basically said non-Slavic places or nations or countries. So now the terminology has flipped. Black means something else. White is synonymous with something else. And so when you go down looking through Christopher Colombo, Dad, and America, they're the same. And so when we see these words, we say, oh, they're all synonymous. No, they're not. Everything is up, down, side to side, west is north. All that shit is flipped around. And if you don't catch it because it was very specific and it was never spoken about again, you have to refer back to the Library of Congress. You have to go back to 1828 dictionaries and see that there was a different change, a change of those terms mean today. That's why we all kind of messed up. And I put myself in it because I don't know everything. And I'm humble enough to say it.
Okay. I understand that racial classifications change many years. What I'm saying is when you try to match a reference is, and like they're saying such and such, we went to such and such tribe and bought this many slaves and transported them to Brazil or somewhere in South America, and you're trying to find out who those people are referencing. There's data collection that goes beyond that shows who these people that they're talking about, the path they went through, and the documentation of their lives on the land. So it's not just that, oh, well, they called them, Negro, and Negro was some other classification of this, and Negro means something else now. No, they're talking about people that have an ancestry tied to Africa and that have come here, and we know, and have had a documentation about them for hundreds of years after that.
So you said the Portuguese called copper tone people Negroes because they have they come from Africa.
No, they weren't copper tone, they were dark skin. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Dark skin is copper tone, it's brown, right?
It's not copper. Copper has a lighter brown complexion.
No, you have a darker tone of copper as well. If it sits, it's darker as well. It's they're not black.
Yeah, but the Portuguese are talking about dark-skinned African people that they brought over here. That's the point.
You assume that. So what I'm asking you, they called them Negroes because you said they were dark-skinned from Africa, right?
They mentioned the African nations that
what
safely
African
assumed that
nations
they
did
were
they go and get them from?
They went to different places like Ghana and the Igbo land.
The Igbo? Do you know what Igbo actually is?
Do you know it's in Africa?
No, Igbo are of American descent. They from here.
So when they talk about transporting them from Africa to the Americas, what is that about?
So the Igbo people, they call themselves today Igbo. They come from the Liberian and the Sierra Leone regions. In Sierra Leone, do you know what Sierra Leone is originally located?
Where it's originally located?
Yeah, where it's originally located.
It's still in Africa.
No. You know why it's called Sierra Leone, sir?
I imagine it's for some French colonist.
No. Sierra Leone means mountains of lion people. That's what Sierra means, mountain. And Leone, tribe of lion tribe. So it's a mountain range, and that mountain range is the mountain range that's located over here, and that is the Appalachian Mountains that run from Georgia on up north.
Okay, and where have you read this at?
You can do your due diligence and look it up. You'll find it. Just like I
made
found
it up.
I didn't. I found it.
I don't think Sierra Leone.
That's how I died, because I did research, and that's how I found that information.
I think you went and did what you believe, and then you found what you were looking for, and then you just kind of ran with it. I don't think you actually want to have.
Because I don't believe.
Yeah, you do.
Believe is a doubt, and you can't tell me that I doubt. I know. I don't trip in the light. I don't trip around.
How is believe to doubt? Believe is to doubt.
Yeah, to believe is a doubt. Yeah.
Well, to believe is to have faith.
I know. To believe is a doubt.
Tyrell, when you say believe, believe in what?
So.
Believe in what, Tyrell?
In your own narrative, that you want black people to be something that they're not, but you want to affirm it, so you're going to run with whatever.
You're speaking of yourself.
Yeah,
you're speaking of yourself.
They're really not.
You're speaking of yourself.
You can't speak on other people you don't know nothing about.
Hold on,
Well, when black people claim they're Egyptians and all this other stuff, I mean, it's pretty obvious they don't want to be what they really are.
Terrell, what's your ethnicity? Since you're so stuck on what
I'm mixed. Yeah, I'm mixed.
Yeah, he's a Hawkins.
Wow, yeah.
Got him in. Yaba Hawkins. You got a nigga last name.
Yeah, black people with everything.
Look, just do your own research.
I've done research.
You trying to been here for 8 years.
Only
Pick up a
thing he
Black
said
Law
he's done is DNA
by
test.
doing your research.
That's the only
Look up
thing he's
now.
done.
All right, name a good source. Name a good source.
The Black Law Dictionary.
The dictionary.
See, like I
Black
said, y'all.
Law
Hold
Dictionary.
on, y'all.
Same
Hold on.
dictionary.
So this is what I'm saying. This is the stuff that you are up against when you deal with the public. And there's a narrative with framework, aka policies, and there's gatekeeping of information. So when somebody presents this information that does not equate to public schooling, then there's a dogfight. There's a dogfight because they're like, well, they didn't show it to me, and then of course they're not going to show you these things, Tyrell. And then because you have been indoctrinated with a certain thought process, and it has limited your creative narrative, it's like you've given up. There's no way that what we're saying could be true because you think that it's hold on. You saying something about it's a pseudo narrative of this, that, or the third. So what we're trying to tell you is, like Twan said, that he doesn't want to just outright give it to you because you already have a bias towards yourself. And then you say that you're mixed. That's a whole nother ballpark. See, you're dealing with principles and thrones. Principles and thrones. Let me take my dip out. I'm a country nigga. So when they talk about principles and thrones with this, it ain't just some shit that you know in plain day sight. It's banking and it's authority. Everything is authoritative. So if I'm your authority and I say, hey, you're only gonna stay in this box, and then you find some information like the narrative of when the Caucasians was in the cave and they seen the shadow. You know, have you ever heard of that little paradigm about the caveman in the cave, and then they see the shadow and it spook them, and one day one comes up out of the cave and sees that there's more to life.
Yeah, that's Plato. Yeah, Plato.
Right. Okay, so it's the same context. So what we're saying to you is, do your genealogy, and I promise you it's gonna open it up. I'm not dissing you because you mixed, but I am trying to help you see that that there has been a hoodwink situation on our people.
Tyrell, let me ask
The
you
problem
this.
with
Mr. Hopkins, let me ask you.
The crazy part about it is Tyrell looks black, and he's saying all of this crazy shit.
Or where you
That's
doing?
what state I'm from.
Yes.
Yeah, I was born in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, he said his ancestors came in the 1600s. I guess he was talking about the Negroes in his family.
Yeah, my grandmother came up here from Alabama in the 50s.
Okay. Now, how did that, if she was a sister, if she looked like us, and she came from Alabama, where do you guess she came from Africa?
How far have you gone?
I don't know what you mean by her.
How far have you gone
There's
back?
only so,
Her
there's only
bitch.
so far you can go back with slaves because they don't have any documentation.
Everybody wasn't slaves. It's just like.
Let me ask you this. I just have another question, Tyrell. Okay. Have you all? Okay. Did you do like a 23andMe or Ancestry or something like that?
Yeah, I did.
Ooh, that bitch.
Has this information been passed down? Do you all have like a family Bible where all the information has been passed down year after year after year?
He slobbed in a tube, just like you could put a dog slob in a tube and it'll say he's 73% from Nigeria.
Bingo.
Yeah, it's interesting how they knew.
I see.
It's interesting how they also knew I was part Italian. Isn't that strange? How my mother's Italian and they knew I was half Italian. Isn't that weird?
Babe, listen, all the percentages that you get are just the percentages of the people that had dealings with colonizing over here.
Well, I'm just asking if I know I have Italian ancestry and my DNA comes back affirming that, how would they? If DNA is some spookism or whatever you think it is,
I ain't saying
I don't understand.
It's all just a narrative, which it has you. It has you.
You think it's pretty? You think it's fake? You think it's fake?
Absolutely.
Well, they say it's for entertainment purposes, sir.
It's for what?
Entertainment purposes.
Pharmaceutical companies are the people that actually, are doing,
It's an accurate representation of your. It only measures 1% of it.
If you like it, I love it. But I'm just letting you know that the pharmaceuticals are the ones that are, inventing or, doing the DNA test, the so-called DNA test. So, that lets you know a lot right there.
It doesn't mean the science is wrong.
You saying your family from there? Have you went to go visit Africa?
It don't matter what y'all tell this dude.
Have you been to Africa to go visit?
I would never go there ever.
What you African? You come from them. Why you running from them?
I don't want to. I understand I have ancestry inside Africa. Why would I ever want to go to that continent?
He is such a retard. He doesn't realize Africa is 100% more rich than America. It's some. He act like all of Africa is the slums. In reality, it's places that is better than America.
Hey, listen, look at his old lady in the picture though. She look like American Indian. He probably telling she African too.
Yeah, she's black. African ancestry and all that.
What? I don't see it. I don't see no African ancestry.
Well, she's part. She got some European ancestry as well.
What if those are black Europeans? What are we doing?
Bro, come on, bro. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Black Europeans.
Black Europeans.
You ever looked into the dark?
No.
He said no.
The Dark Ages. What does it have to do with black people?
Black people, dark skin better than people. Black people are not from Africa. Yeah.
Listen, man, this guy. We're gonna do next caller. We're gonna do next caller.
Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate y'all having me on. I appreciate y'all having me on.
Oh, you can come back. But yeah, genealogy though.
No, yeah.
Well, do your genealogy.
Hey, you don't believe shit.
Hey, family, let's see. So Mr. Valday, yeah, what's happening, man?
I was trying to understand old dude before.
Yeah.
Do he believe that the Native Americans are like the true indigenous people of America?
And they was the first ones here.
I feel like the narrative is what he believes. The narrative that is in the public, for public consumption only, is what he believes.
Nigga, get your bitch ass off my shit.
I would be more accepting of it, yeah.
Oh no, I guess that's their entertainment or something. Y'all, golly, help them. Help them, Lord. My goodness, I ain't never seen nothing like it. You pray for it. I'm in Tennessee. You pray for that bug, my love. Come over and kill it. In the name of Jesus. Well, stop trolling. Go and find you somebody else to do before I block you. Okay? Am I? All right. As a matter of fact, I already gave you too many chances. Let me just go ahead and get rid of it. Yeah, you come with bad energy. Good vibes only. Good vibes only.